It's time for Salem Tiger Football on KSMO Media. Before every broadcast, you can hear Tiger Talk, brought to you by Katie Carty and Candy Mink at Looking Glass Salon and Alicia Watson at Fly and W Boutique, where head coach Neil Myers discusses the evening's contest with Stan Stevens. It's now time for Tiger Talk on KSMO Media.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Neil Myers. Coach, welcome to the 2025 season. But before we ever get to the 2025 season, you as a coach and the assistant coaches go back after the 2024 season, look at everything that the team went through, take a look at the weaknesses, the strengths, what are we going to do next year, who do we have to replace. It's I'm going to say a tedious task, isn't it?
It is. It's a full year task. It's not a lot of people think when the season's over that's it. It's really not, because at that point we're still already evaluating, like, where are we going to be next year? What do we have to do? What do we need to change? How do we keep kids involved? Things of that nature is the hard part at that point. But yeah, we got done with season, got into the offseason, immediately started thinking of those types of things. Obviously, we have other things within even the school. Just, hey, we need to look at trying to get this. We need to look at doing this. So there's a lot of things bouncing around up there the whole time.
So when you go through the spring season and you start to set up your weight training schedules, your summer schedules, whether it be scrimmages, 7-on-7, 8-on-8s, whatever you want to do. I mean, they do all kinds of things anymore. I even saw 5-on-5 here on TV the other day, and I thought, this is crazy. But whatever it's going to take for you to find out what the talent you have, it is very important for you to go into the practices once they get started in August, because we all know if football season gets here, bang, in a heartbeat right after the dead week, you really don't have a lot of time to get ready, do you?
No, we don't. And we harp that to the kids quite a bit, that, hey, the summer is important because that's really your tryout. Once we get back, it's like you said, we have 2 weeks worth of practice and you're in Jamboree. And then now we're in game week, and now we got week 1. So there is not a lot of time to evaluate at that point, and that's what we use that summer camp for. Looking at it, going into it this year, one of the bigger things for us, I think, it was kind of a change probably for a lot of folks thinking, did Coach Myers fall off his rocker a little bit? But we looked at trying to plan summer, getting all that planned. This was probably the most up-in-air planning time I've ever had going into it, just because we got into spring ball during the month of April, and we didn't see the participation that we want to see. Now, part of that I understand. You've got kids in baseball and they're in other sports, right? And they're staying busy, but we're asking a lot of these kids anymore. But we didn't see the participation, so we said, you know what? Why don't we taper back what we've had in June in the past? Let them be kids for a month, and let's see if that brings back a little bit that desire from those guys that want to come out and are wanting to play. And we actually saw a positive out of it. Of course, any type of old timer, even myself, looking back saying, month off in June, what are we doing? But the response we got was a lot better in what we wanted to see, and that happened. And so we got that. We had 7-on stuff still in June. We didn't know if we were going to have that. Originally, Rolla was looking at getting new turf. That's where we've been going. With the tornadoes they had this past year, that put that on the back burner. So then we ended up taking that instead and going with it. And so I really feel for our guys, because they withstood a lot of changes and announcements that we had for them as we planned for the whole summer and trying to get everything going.
When the coaches did their evaluations of the players who are coming back, and you saw things that maybe you wanted to work individually on with them one at a time, did you do that kind of maybe in the month of June, or meet with the kids and say, hey, we want you to work on this, we want better pass patterns, we want you to learn how to make that pivot a little bit quicker, or anything like that? Is that something that the coaches actually do for some of the players once school is over?
So I think we do it. We don't do it formally. I think we do it, though, still regardless, because we'll see things. I get to see them for the most part every day in the weight room. So, of course, I'm talking to them all the time.
Oh, sure.
Hey, we got to get more explosive. We got to get stronger. We work with those kids individually like that. I think the bigger thing for us was, as a team and as a staff, we went down to Harding this past year. And really, we wanted to grasp onto the flex bone offense, which not much of a change for us because we were already in a double wing. So it was a matter of moving some guys inside, but it really puts more option ball into our scheme. So we looked into that. We went down there. I think all of us that went were blown back by what we actually got. We went down there thinking football minds, and I think we got a pretty good course on how to raise men and how to get them from boys to the men level as they graduate and everything. And it was an enlightening experience, and it was something that we wanted to bring back. So when we got into spring, I think the tone, because I've always been a pretty boisterous, loud person, but coming out of that clinic with Harding, we came in with the idea that, hey, this is learning and teaching. So we started it then, and I think a lot of the boys at first were kind of thrown back, thinking,
taken aback by that.
When's he going to start yelling again? So they, I think they started learning that, hey, we're here to teach, and the kids really started grabbing onto that and grasping it and going with it. So that made it even more exciting, saying, hey, I can't wait till we can get back at this again. Getting to see the kids during 7-on-7, the ones that we had them there for the 7-on-7 side, but then also having Bill Shukart and Rolla, he always invites us still to come and bring our linemen. So we take our linemen down there to work with Rolla's linemen. And I know he was impressed with some of the linemen we had. So we had good turnout in that regard for both of those. But we had kids showing up still, even when we had told them, hey, you have the month of June off.
When you approach it differently, you made a little coaching change in the form of instruction, that excites the kids. When you get the kids excited, when they buy into what you're trying to get done, that's 90% of the battle, isn't it?
It is. And the buy-in and the commitment, that's the biggest piece that we can ask for as coaches. If we can get them there and they're there and excited and ready to be there, and there's a different mindset with the team this year as well, I believe, too. I think we've got a more bought-in mentality. I think the boys all work together very, very well. Yeah, you're going to have some little fights out there. I call it little brotherly fights, but you get that in your own family, too. And
nothing wrong with that.
And we expect that with competition. But they've come in with the idea and have bought into it, and they've done really well, I think.
When you get that mentality, like you're saying, of, we'll say, brother versus brother, there's nothing wrong with competition. And that's usually what stirs that on, to say, look, hey, you need to step up. Well, you can't tell me to step up. Yes, I can. And they start to push each other's buttons. And once they do that in the preseason, when the regular season comes on, they know how to get under somebody's skin if that's going to make them a better player. Yeah, and that's really what this is all. That's an education, coach, that you don't hear a lot of people talk about.
Well, and we actually, it's funny you say that. We just had this conversation with the team the other day that the other side of that is with that competition, if you're battling against our number one day in and day out, you should always want that number one player.
You bet.
So that you're getting the best. And then whenever you step onto the game field, you obviously hope that your number one player is better than their player.
Yeah.
But then it becomes it's almost like a practice then, because it's not as hard as what it was during practice. So that's what we've had those talks, but you're right. Competition breeds excellence, and that is the biggest thing that we want out of it.
And so you get through the season, you get your first practices in, and we're going to talk about the Jamboree when we come back with part 2 of Tiger Talk right after this.
Hey, Dad, I've got some ideas about our seed order from MFA.
Oh, yeah? What do you recommend?
The corn hybrid with the new trait stacks had great performance in last year's replicated trials.
So, you've been doing this instead of your homework.
Well, did you know our seed purchase will earn us free fertilizer with MFA rewards?
Wait, did you say free fertilizer?
MFA, your whole farm solution.
Now back to more of Tiger Talk on KSMO.
Welcome back to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens along with Coach Neil Myers. Coach, we talked about getting ready for the season, but then you go into your practice schedule into August, and boy, you had some brutal days in the early parts of August. There's nobody out there doesn't know that, but when you get to the Jamboree, you've got to start making some decisions. And obviously, you got pretty nice weather for the Jamboree, but how did that go for the Salem Tigers?
When we went there and we got to go through it, there was definitely some highlights for it. From a coach's mentality, I was sitting back looking and getting a little bit frustrated. We were doing things, I guess what's the easiest way to say it? We set the boys up to be vanilla. Yet in a coach's mind mentality, I'm thinking, why aren't we doing this better than what we are? We were very down the middle. We had 2 plays that went to the outside. So, of course, the teams that were playing are stuffing the box on us, and they know how we ran or tried to run last year.
Sure.
After I got back and got to watching film, I was very impressed with a lot of things that we did and realized that a lot of the littler things that I thought were bigger were just technicals type stuff. Are we taking the right steps? Are we doing this? So it really gave us something to look forward to. And I think all those, you have team camp, then you go into Jamboree. Right now we're getting ready for what I call our first first week test, but each week's a different test, and each one of those are. I thought we progressed as we went on. I thought team camp we struggled a little bit. I thought Jamboree we got a lot better. We saw a lot of good things. We saw a few small fixes that needed to happen here and there, but things that allowed us to focus on this week and these past 2 weeks.
Sure.
Or, I'm sorry, this past week, game week, trying to get ready for the Tigers up north. So,
But leading up to team camp, that had to be just incredibly difficult to get anything done because it was just so brutally hot. I don't care if you were out there at 6 in the morning or 10 o'clock at night. It was just bad. The humidity was so high. The heat was there. No wind. Coach, I mean, it's not safe for players after a while, but you still got to get them ready for the season.
yeah, you were right. It was the heat when it got pretty brutal there pretty quick. It really set us up. But I give credit to our players. They were willing to, we would try to be out front and explain to them, hey, right now is when we got practice planned. We're going to be moving it back because of heat. We even went down on the baseball field and moved all around there so we didn't mess their field up. And but we were out there under the lights at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. But that's what we had to do. And you're right. The hard part for us was we came out in that heat originally, and we had to be inside. And you just don't get the same approach that you do when you're outside. And we realized that. We knew that coming in pretty quick. And again, at this point, we're still trying to teach and educate. We got new kids that are coming in that haven't been here all summer and or all spring either. And so it was hard. But the good part is knowing that every other team around this area and in the state of Missouri was suffering through the same
thing. Absolutely. So the Jamboree, you saw some good things, you saw some bad things. Is there anything that absolutely stood out? Did you say, hey, we need to really work on this before next week? Or did you find things to say, hey, we really need to capitalize on this next week?
Well, definitely when you look at it, we saw that, hey, we've got some speed. And this being the third year I've been here, we have not had that speed before. So it was actually enlightening to see, like, hey, we hit a hole, we can be gone. And that's kind of where we're at now. We've got that type of speed.
Like you say, lickety-split speed.
Yep.
You blink, the guy's gone.
Well, I'll tell you, Silas Du Bois broke one off against Sullivan in Jamboree. And lickety-split, he was gone, and they were looking all around trying to figure out how to get there. We had 2 plays against Jefferson, our 7, that were back-to-back. We had Alton May, we had Brody Ray. They both took off. And again, years past, we would have got caught from behind or something along those lines. And this year, it was nice to see that. As far as the correction side, again, as I said before, it was just more offensive linemen not taking their correct play side steps when they needed to. They communicate with us very well. They're very cordial, very nice. Our O-line are. They take them up and they'll ask, what do I need to do? Why am I missing this? Well, you can't really tell on the field unless you get that specifically. When you get it on film, as a coach, you can sit there and rewind. And so I was able to see it, and it was able to be worked on this week that, hey, we're not making that block because we're not stepping where we need to. We're stepping straight out instead of over to the right. So it was able to give them some enlightenment to help them out and get them through where we needed to be.
And it also depends on the players where they stand. If it's a foot closer or a yard closer to the line of scrimmage, and that hole opens up for just that split second, that yard being closer is enough between maybe a no gain yardage or 5 or 7 yard gain yardage, and making sure that the player just takes off. I know a lot of times last year they'd make it one step and they'd hesitate because they didn't see the hole. And once you slow down after that initial burst, Coach, you're kind of dead.
You are. And I think our bigger issue right now with some of the speed we got is just getting the confidence that they need. As you know, with a player with confidence is different than a player with no confidence. So that's been kind of the big thing this week. Hey, we got to get some more touches. We got to get some of these younger guys more ball in their hands so that they're used to it and more efficient with it. The hard part is, and maybe it's just the standard, my own personal, I don't know if you call it mental standard or what as a coach, but as we're sitting there watching and I'm getting upset about little things that we're doing wrong at the Jamboree, when you, in the grand scheme of things, when you take it back and you watch it on film, it really opens your eyes to say, hey, it wasn't as bad as what you were feeling it was at that point. So when you start to see that, and you know that you've got things that you can actually coach and work with these guys, because every coach wants to be week 8, week 9 ready in the Jamboree.
Sure.
And we never will be.
No, but the neat thing about being able to go back and look at the video, you look at a different perspective. It's not sitting like right the same eyesight you were. You're looking at maybe from the other side of the field, and you're thinking, why did he do that? That looks so bad from this side. You turn around, and the video shows on the other side, he was absolutely perfect in what he did.
And that was a lot of times the case with some of our running back reads. With our linemen, again, it's as simple as what you were just saying. It could be 6 inches, but it can make a humongous impact on the play itself. So it was nice to be able to see it. We've got guys that are willing to listen. We went through film on Saturday after the Jamboree, made it voluntary, and I can tell you that all the guys that played in that, for the most part, we had some that already had trips planned. I understood that. Sure. But everybody else was there, and they're bought in, and that's a win.
And that is a win. Speaking of win, we open up the night tonight against St. James Tigers, and right after that parade, oh yeah, we know the parade's going to be coming. We'll have our kickoff at 7 o'clock tonight. Well, we're going to tell you about the starters on both the offense and defensive side when we come right back on KSMO's Tiger Talk.
Mango wants you to be safe when using natural gas in your home. If you smell rotten eggs or hear a hissing sound, clear out immediately. Go upwind and from a safe location, call 911. Preparation is the key in dealing with natural gas. It's best to have natural gas and carbon monoxide detectors in strategic places. Keep small children away from stoves, fire pits, and other sources of natural gas. For more safety tips, visit mosafegas.com. That's mosafegas.com. A message from Mango, the Missouri Association of Natural Gas Operators.
Now back to more of Tiger Talk on KSMO.
Welcome back to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Neil Myers, coach the 2025 version of the Salem Football Tigers. Let's talk about the offense.
Well, as I had commented on earlier, we'd gone down to Harding, and we went ahead and took the flex bone away from them. As comical as it is, as we were down there, we saw about everybody from the middle part of the state of Missouri. You had Mountain Grove was there, Ava was there, St. James, Rolla. I mean, you would have thought we were going to be Flexbone University here in the middle of the state. But we came out, we started implementing that starting in spring, and we have gone forward with that. Just a little bit of a change, but it's gonna be reminiscent of some old times. I think here in Salem, you're going to see some midline options, some regular option. You're going to see a couple little twists here and there.
Okay, very good. Well, let's start with the backfield. Obviously, our quarterback and running backs.
So Hayden Ragsdale's our returning quarterback from last year.
Okay.
He'll still be their quarterback. At fullback starting, we've got Everett Campbell, and then you've got Case and Malone that'll be helping out there because those two guys are going to be getting a beating all night long.
Oh, yeah.
And then at our running back positions, our A-backs as we call them, right now you've got Silas Du Bois on one side, you've got Brody Ray on the other, and then you've got Alton May and Kane Baird coming in as help support there as well.
Very good. So that's our running backs. How about our wide receivers and tight end?
So right now it's a little bit of a mix the way we run it, but we've got Max Schlomer, Ryan Hallinar, Titus White, and Ira Barton. Titus and Ira are going to be more of our tight end type sets.
Okay.
Max and Ryan will be stepping in for more of the wide receiver sets whenever we have to get into those.
All right. So you got some height there with Mr. Hallinar. He's
athleticism, some height.
Yeah, football player, basketball player turned football player. Nothing wrong with that. Need a guy to go up high. There you go. Throw it where the other guys can't get it. How about our offensive line, Coach?
So starting on our left tackle, we got senior Charlie Terrell. He's been working in the program for the last 2 years before, so he's got some experience coming there. We've got Titan Shepard, who was a newcomer for us this year. He'd played previously, but had not played the years that I've been here, and then came out this year, and he's been a good surprise for us. A lot of times when you get some of those guys that have taken time off, they're a little bit behind the 8 ball far enough, but Titan's really started to come around with it. We've got Colton Mink, a sophomore at center.
Okay.
And then our right guard is Gavin Sapal, and our right tackle is John Bettiger.
Okay, very good. So some names that people have heard before, and a lot of those names have family here for a long time that have had a lineage of football in their blood, don't they?
A little bit of Tiger Blue running pretty strong through them.
I tell you, people don't understand, but, Salem Tiger football is a lineage type of thing. I can go back to when I first started back in the mid-'80s, and those names in the mid-'80s, then, okay, that name might be gone for 15 years, and then there's another one, and then they're gone for 15 years, and then there's another one. Sometimes they're not gone more than 4 or 5 years in between because they have so many kids. But it doesn't matter. It's kind of like a badge of honor to play football, isn't it?
I think it is. I think, especially with the type of success that Salem has seen in those earlier years, those 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. I mean, it was a successful program. So I think sometimes what you get folks that played at that time that still want that same expectation. However, things are a little bit different because consistencies and everything of that nature within staffs and all that. But I think once you get back to it and get that established, you'll have that type thing coming through.
All right, that's the offense for tonight's game. We're going to talk about the defense when we come right back with Tiger Talk on KSMO Media.
It's time to break the silence surrounding mental health. Too often, people suffer in silence, afraid to ask for help. That's where 988 comes in. It's a safe, confidential space where you can talk openly about your struggles without fear of judgment. Whether you're experiencing a crisis or you just need someone to listen, 988 is here for you. You're not alone. Let's break the silence together. Call 988. Your mental health matters. 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, Missouri.
Now back to more of Tiger Talk on KSMO.
Welcome back to Tiger Talk on KSMO Media. We have Mr. Neil Myers, our coach for the Salem Tiger football team, again, back in for another year. We're ready for a really strong defensive year this year from the Salem Tigers. You know, last year when the offense would struggle, the defense was on the field a lot, and they really improved so much from your first year here. And then we're looking for an even better year this year.
We did. Obviously, the struggle for the last 2 years has been offensively. We just haven't been able to turn those numbers, so that defense has been on the field a lot more. I know there's been talk that, hey, defensively last year we didn't look as good. Well, you're not going to when you're on the field 75% of the time compared to anybody else. A little bit of different this year. Last year we ran a 5-2 monster. A lot of old players will probably remember that from back in their days of playing. We're going to go back to the 4-2-5. Part of that was, as I mentioned earlier with the offense, that you've got all these other teams looking at flex bone, and as we got down there to the clinic, I had been debating on it already heading down there, and when we got down there, the first thing they said was the four-man front gives us all the fits. And I said, well, if we're playing all these teams that have a four-man front, then that makes this decision really easy. So we looked at the personnel when looking at it. We thought that we were probably a little better off that way anyway. Wanted to make defense a lot simpler as far as reads, and at that point reaction time can increase as much as possible. What we've seen so far has been definitely a positive. I think we're pretty good there. We're young as all get out in the secondary. We're all juniors for the most part. I think Gavin would be the only senior that we have there. And then even up front on the D-line, we're looking very, very young there. We've got one senior on the D-line and two linebackers. So we're going to have a lot of talent that's there, and then a lot of talent that's still young that we'll know for the future as well.
So they're going to get on-the-job experience.
They are. But those kids have, those boys have bought in. Looking at the Jamboree defensively, I think the more frustrating part defensively was just that we weren't aligning correctly. And a philosophy for us is that we have to align, we have to assign, and play with relentless pursuit. And so we weren't doing the first key, and that was where the frustration came in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's really just recognizing. But this past week, I think we've really adjusted to that a lot more. Blitzes looked a lot crisper, a lot cleaner. Now it's just a matter of dialing it in when the time comes that we have to get that going.
All right, very good. Well, let's talk a little bit about our D-line. Would you like to tell me who's going to be starting on Friday tonight?
Yep, we've got Casey Malone is coming in at the attack end. You'll see him on what we call the open side. And then the nose guard next to him is Jaden Hicks right now.
Okay.
Trenton Ragsdale is playing the 3-tech, is the defensive tackle. And then our strong side end is Titus White.
Okay.
For our linebacker positions, we've got Everett Campbell at the Sam, and we've got Ira Barton at the Will. So we only play two linebackers. We look like a 4-4, but our two safeties are what I'd call hybrid type linebacker, safety type. And that is Gavin Sapal is the strong safety, and then Brody Ray is the weak safety. Those are two type guys that we need running around making plays all over.
And they got speed.
Yep. And you got Max Schlomer is coming in at the free safety, so he'll be at the top of it. And then our two corners, Silas Du Bois and Paxton Deason, and we'll be seeing help from Kane Baird in there as well. And then the Hallinar name that we talked about already, Ryan, will be seeing some time in there on defense.
Very good. Who's going to be doing the kicking this year, Coach?
Well, it's kind of ironic. It's ironic that you bring that up. So right now, Everett Campbell will be punting for us. And then kicking-wise, Everett's going to be kicking as well. We probably will not see an extra point team. You will see a 2-point team every time.
Okay.
But that's who we've got right now for where we're at.
Well, very good. I mean, it's as long as we know what to expect. I mean, Tigers, no, we've seen this before with other teams. They just don't really have a reliable kicker for the extra points. Why go out there and waste that when you have a better chance of getting two?
That's kind of our mentality as well.
All right, well, very good. Well, of course, we want to remind everybody tonight the parade. If you're listening to Tiger Talk, you probably already have seen the parade, or you can probably hear somebody. I'm sure somebody's going to stream it somewhere. But the Tiger Parade, and it is kind of exciting for the kids. It's opening night. Parade comes down. You hear all the hoopla and stuff. It's got to get the kids excited.
Oh, it does. That's again, as a coach, sometimes you worry about that because as we come in, are we going to be overhyped? Well, I think there's a part of you you've got to be.
Yeah.
And I think not only that, but in the grand scheme of everything that we're trying to do, these are also memories for these boys as they grow and they grow older and grow up and move on from the program. And obviously we want them to still coming back to those parades and being a part of it whenever they're gone. And I think that's a piece of it. And then, as coaches, I hope one day that later on that some of the players that we had here the last 2 years, this year, I hope that I'm still here. I hope Salem still likes me enough. But I would like to be able to see them with their kids and see, how they've grown up. And I think that parade gives that an opportunity. I think it kind of brings the community as whole into one thing.
Traditions, sometimes people forget about traditions, but the opening day parade has been going on now. Well, I remember Dave Wynn finally got that organized, I think back in the late 90s, and it's been every year for the opening day. And it's just something that you love to see. Yeah, we've had a couple of rainouts where we've had to move it to the next game, but for the most part, it's been every opening night. When you get there, I mean, it's just that excitement. People are tailgating when they arrive. They're having a good time. People get way ahead of time, get their cars parked already, so when the parade's over, they don't have to try and find a parking spot. But really, that tradition of the Tiger Parade, it just is. I don't see it anywhere else. I think this is the only town I've even seen it when we've been other places. St. James doesn't have one, and we've been there for opening day a number of times here lately. But we played opening days other places. I've never seen a parade.
You can always tell when you're doing something right when you start showing up to other places and they start mimicking the stuff you're doing. So I always laugh about it because I know that Salem has started a lot of things that have gone on. The parade, the police escort going down.
Oh, yeah.
We show up over at Houston 2 years ago and they tried doing the same thing. And you can mimic greatness every once in a while, but the original's always the OG. So
there you go. Well, we wish you the very best tonight against the St. James Tigers opening night. Good luck, Coach, and bring the Salem Tigers, home with a win.
Stan, I appreciate it. Go Big Blue.
Go Big Blue. Stay tuned. Tiger football opening night. It's next.
Thank you, Stan. That's been Tiger Talk with Coach Neil Myers and Stan Stevens. Tiger Talk has been brought to you as a courtesy of Looking Glass Salon and Flying W Boutique. Stay tuned. Salem Tiger football is next.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Town & Country Supermarkets. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available. Then clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop in the store for your favorite items, then tell us your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan this QR code to learn more and start saving more today.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
Welcome to this KSMO media broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Town & Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa, Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Taxmasters, Town & Country Insurance, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Joe Brand and Leah Nash, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, United Country Salem Realty, Stephen Patterson Attorney at Law, American Family Insurance, Hubs Tire Center, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Cardy, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, On the Spot Auto Glass, Ozark Overhead Door, Shelter Insurance, Jet Tire and Auto, The Technology Junkyard, Legends Automotive LLC, Salem License Bureau, Prevention Consultants of Missouri, Riverways Federal Credit Union, Discount Bins, Flying W Boutique, Healthy Dent County, the City of Salem, VIP Properties, Salem Farm Equipment, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Quick Tan and more, Four Rivers Community Health Center and Rocking G Western Trading Post. And now get ready for Salem Tiger football, right here on KSMO Media.
And we welcome all of our video streamers to the Salem High School football field. It's opening night, Ricky.
Yeah.
Salem and St. James.
Salem and St. James. Here we go again.
Here we go again. And, we got the cheerleaders on the field. They're waiting for the Tigers to come down through their tearaway banner. That'll be a lot of fun. But I tell you what, Rick, one of the things that we always like about a new year, the excitement level is high with the kids. The crowd is a nice crowd here for opening night. The parade was
crowd.
good. Nice crowd.
Yeah.
So let's start out with a Salem Tiger win and not a Tiger win with the red side.
And you're right, Say. Let's start off of that way, and then, like say, build, and we'll keep these fans here all year long.
You betcha. Let's tell you a little bit about some of our sponsors that we have. First off, thank you to the ladies at Flying W Boutique and Looking Glass Salon for sponsoring our Tiger Talk. You stop by and see Alicia, Candy, or Katie at 101 West 4th Street in downtown Salem. Our intro to the game tonight brought to you as a courtesy of United Country Salem Realty. They sponsor our Salem Tiger intro. Bad Wells, broker owner, 573-729-3148. Or stop by 605 South Main Street. Our scoreboard that'll be at the bottom of your video screen will be brought to you as a courtesy of Ozark Overhead Door. Scorebug will come up and you'll see Ozark Overhead Door, 314-243-9341. Talk to Zane if you're looking for a new garage door or maybe need repairs to yours or might even be preventive maintenance. Get in touch. Again, 314-243-9341. And, of course, too, we always want to remind everybody we do have instant replay brought to you by Hubs Tire Center. And, of course, we're right across the street from the Salem Tigers radio station, KSMO Radio. And you can check it out, three-generation family, bringing you outstanding tire repair and, of course, many other automotive needs, including state inspections and brake work and all that good stuff. It's 801 South Main Street, Hubs Tire Center in Salem. Well, we're going to have, again, our kickoff sponsors and our timeout sponsors. Our kickoff sponsors, Farm Bureau Insurance Agency. Willie Strader is the agent there you want to get in touch with. And then your timeouts will be brought to you by American Family Insurance. Your agent, Jonah Schaefer, and he's in the Crossroads Shopping Center. What a great night, Rick. I mean, last year was so humid. We had that lightning flashing. It was just horrible.
We just kept telling them not to be looking up the sky for lightning last year.
Oh, gosh. I said, do it Saturday. This is insane.
True.
And we got it in, but it definitely was a tainted kind of game.
It was.
Really,
it was.
Really didn't like that.
It was pretty bad. Yep.
Yeah.
All the way around.
I think a lot of the glamour and the glitz to the opening kickoff and everything went away because we're going to delay the game for a half hour. We're going to delay the game for an hour. We're going to delay the game till 9:30.
Yeah.
What?
Why don't we just play it tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, it kind of got almost to that point.
It did, didn't it? Yeah.
Well, on the video screen, if you're watching us, the Salem Tigers are in their Carolina blue uniforms with the white numbers and the navy blue pants and navy blue helmets. St. James is in there. I'm going to call them candy cane helmets. Got that red and white stripe. I know it's supposed to be a tiger, but
scratch or something. I don't know.
I don't know. They have the white jerseys with the red numbers and the red pants as well. They are on the near side in front of us, and the Tigers are on the far side. And Rick, I don't think we could ask for any better weather, so we're just going to thank the good Lord for this, and hopefully it'll last another 9 weeks.
That wouldn't be bad, would it?
No, it would not be bad at all.
Yeah.
So let's see how it all works out. So they're in there for the coin toss. Officials have checked the field out, and everything looks good. If scoreboard's working right, everything is good. Everything is just so good.
It's good. We're ready to go. We just need a coin toss and get this thing kicked off, Steve.
Absolutely. So I want to thank all of you for joining us, whether it be via radio at KSMO Radio AM 1340 or FM 95.7. Also, if you're video streaming with us on Twitch at KSMORadio.com, your KSMO Stream Facebook, or KSMO YouTube. Official reached in the pocket, pulled out the $50
Hope you don't lose it.
It wouldn't be a silver dollar. They might lose. Yeah, they wouldn't dare to lose that one. They're getting ready for the coin toss. It'll be St. James calls, the other visiting team. And they flip it up, but let's see what they're going to. Looks like St. James won the toss, Ricky.
Yep. That's who he's talking to. Let's see what they decide to do. If they defer to the second half, or they're going to take the ball to begin the game.
And then they're asked Salem which side they'd like to defend.
Oh, now we're going to flip it again. They're going to flip it again.
They're still talking to St. James. And are they playing odd man?
Flip it one more time. Yeah. It's the best 2 out of 3, isn't it?
Well, they do it again. I'd have to think you're right.
Now we're going to get it going.
All right. Well, St. James, I believe, won the toss. And they will receive.
Yep.
And defend the goal to the north. Salem Tigers kick off, defending the goal to the south.
Yeah.
So a lovely evening. As we get ready to start this game out, let's talk about the Salem Tigers starters that are going to be on the defensive side, Ricky, to start out this game.
Titus White, sophomore. Trenton Raxdale, sophomore.
Jaden Hicks, junior.
Case Malone, senior.
Everett Campbell, senior. Ira Barton, senior.
Gavin Sapal, senior.
Brody Ray, junior.
Max Schlomer, junior.
Silas Boyce, junior.
Paxton Deason, junior.
So let's hope these young men have got their reps in. Of course, we all know how hard it was initially, Ricky, to in the early parts of August. We know it was brutal, and everybody suffered through it. It wasn't just Salem.
Yeah. You're right, Stan. I mean, that's it wasn't Salem that, like you say, that didn't get their practices in like I'm sure that Coach Nyers would like to. But I mean, it wasn't only Salem. I mean, the other schools had to go through the same thing because most of the state of Missouri was all into the same heat advisory. So.
Well, it's opening kickoff brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Streeter, your agent, and he can assist you with auto, home, life, business, and other types of insurance. Just call Willie. That number for Willie is 573-729-4941. Or drop by 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. I'd like to thank our friends at Denton County Farm Supply. They have feed, fertilizers, all the way up to mowers, weed eaters, so much more. Locally owned at 1716 Scenic Rivers Boulevard to the west. Denton County Farm Supply, a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. All right.
Got ready to kick this season off, Stan.
And we really don't have a kicker this year, Rick. It was one of the things when talking to Coach Myers. We will not be trying any type of extra points.
Okay.
So Everett Campbell will kick off. He's waiting for the official to get season 2025 underway. It's a short kick. It's going to trickle down to about the 20-yard line. Picked up there by St. James. Big hole up the middle and bringing it back to the 35. Looks to be number 24 for St. James, Jonathan Bell. Bell's slow in getting up, Rick. He took a hit.
I think that was Everett. I think they put the pop on him, didn't it?
Well,
let's see here.
I'm pretty sure he was coming right up there. It was Everett.
All right, Stan.
So Salem Tiger defense, let's see what you can do. Their quarterback will be Owen Spurgeon. Running backs will be Nick Leeson. Possibly Jonathan Bell. He may not check in right now, Rick.
Okay.
And also we see
Stephen Holt
back there.
Okay.
Starting out of the wishbone, a little early movement. They give it to Holt. I don't see any flags down.
Wow, Stan.
There is definitely an early jump, Rick, a gain of 5 up to the 41-yard line.
Was that Holt?
Yeah, it was Holt.
Okay. Wow, Stan, I've seen a lot of movement there before that ball was snapped.
The right tackle jumped early, but no flag came down. We'll see what Spurgeon wants to do. This young man can throw the ball, but kind of been hinted toward they want to try and keep the ball more on the ground, do more of a time control game.
True.
Holt single set back. 2 wings. One to the left, one to the right. Going back to throw is Spurgeon. Said he's got time. He throws that ball out, completes it, and a first down for St. James. And heading down to the 39-yard line before going out of bounds is Nick Gleason. And that will be a gain from the 41 to the 39. That's 20 yards and a first down.
Nothing fancy there, Stan. Just throw the ball out into the flat and let him get what he can get. And Gleason did a good job of catching that, Stan, and getting down the sideline.
Salem missed a tackle right there, Rick, and that cannot happen.
No, you got to make the tackle.
You got to grab on and hold on, even if you can't bring him down by yourself. You cannot let him go. A little bit of early movement there by Mr. Gleason, and that's going to cost them 5. They're going to call offside on Salem. How can it be offside when your guy in the backfield moved? Oh.
Wow.
I'm not agreeing with that one. So that's going to make it a 1st and 5 at the Salem Tiger 34.
Wow. Okay.
Rick, I don't know how you can be offside when a man in the backfield
moved and
curled.
it caused the line to jump.
So Gleason wide to the left. Going to hand that ball off up the middle. And getting about 2.5, maybe 3 yards was Stephen Holt. We'll move him down to the 32-yard line. They're up the gut. Nothing fancy about that. Pickup of 2. It'll be 2nd and 3. Just underway here at Salem. 10:23 left to go first quarter. No score. St. James on their opening drive.
Stephen Holt checks out, Stan.
Spurgeon goes under center with a wishbone backfield. Keeps it himself on the option, trying to cut up the field, and he's going to get the first down. Rick, he is able to pull off Campbell.
It's going to be close, isn't it?
And he turned to the 29-yard line. It is going to be real close, depending on the spot. And what do the officials say? Nothing at the moment.
Going to measure.
They're going to measure. I believe they are.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe they are.
Okay.
They're going to measure. Salem Tigers. Everett Campbell had him for a 2-yard loss, Rick. And give a lot of credit to Spurgeon. He spun out.
Yeah, he did.
And was able to get very close, if not get that first down.
He kept those legs a turning, Stan. Yeah.
So the Salem Tigers still waiting. They're trying to get St. James to move back to bring the chains in, Ricky, and they weren't moving.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank our friends at On the Spot Auto Glass for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Check them out on Facebook or call 573-247-3608. On the Spot Auto Glass. They do what they say is in their name. They change out your auto glass on the spot. Well, what's it going to be, Ricky? Yes or no? Oh, I think it's a first down.
I think you got it. Yep.
It is a first down for St. James.
Yeah, he didn't have it initially, Stan, but he spun out of that tackle to get to get those 3 yards.
Again, that's Tigers got to wrap up and get some help if they need to.
Yep.
And it's got to push the guy back. Now allow him to spin and lean forward and get an extra yard or two.
Everybody's got to be coming, Stan. You're right.
Everybody. For a first down and 10 from the 29-yard line. Still first quarter action, 9:35 to go, and the clock is moving again. Spurgeon under center. And number 29, Zane Octoberg, is in the game for the first time. Tigers look like they're faking a blitz at the moment.
Yeah.
Back to throw. Spurgeon has time. Gets away from one man. Gets away from two men. He's got a lot of running room. And he gets hammered out at the 23-yard line. A good hit by the Salem Tigers after a pickup of about 6.
Looks like that might have been Everett, saying he kind of limping off after that tackle.
Well, he popped Spurgeon as he came across, and Everett, he was over there, but I believe that actually came from number 10, Paxton Deason. He actually got him hit. It looked like Campbell was limping after him at that time. So they're going to give him 6 yards, 2nd down and 4.
Yeah.
So we've seen Zane Octoberg get in the game for the first time.
Everett's over there.
Double wing formation. They get that ball off to Octoberg up the middle. He's still driving, and he'll get the first down to about the 18-yard line. Just right up the gut, Rick. Nothing fancy. Gain of about 6 more.
Okay.
Third first down for St. James on this drive. Opening drive of the 2025 season. And so far for St. James, it has gone well.
Yeah, it has.
Salem Tigers with a couple of missed tackles. $8:15 and counting. First quarter action. No score. St. James in the offensive zone. A little collision there, and handoff for a loss. Taken back. Nice play up the middle by Brody Ray. He snuck in the backfield for a loss of about 5, and I believe that was that Cooper Shack?
No, Nicholas Gleason.
Nicholas Gleason.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't catch the number.
Yeah.
Kind of they run into each other.
Yeah, they did. Got a loss about 5, Stan?
About 5.
5?
Yep.
Okay.
Back to the 23. Octoberg back in. Looks like there's a equipment malfunction on Jonathan Bell. So somebody else have to check in.
There he goes.
Hunter Freeman's going to come in. I think he had a problem with his strap.
Strap, wasn't it, or something? On chin strap or something. Yep.
They have to be connected. Gleason the wing to the left. Now Freeman the wing to the right. With Octoberg single setback. And the whistles blow.
I think we had a timeout.
And Salem will burn a timeout. With 7:31 to go in the first quarter, we have no score, and we'll take a 30-second break and come back with more Tiger football on KSMO Media.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brandon Salem at 729-3831.
And welcome back, Salem High School football field. Stan Stevens, Rick Hoy with you on KSMO Media. I'd like to thank our friends at the Salem License Office for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Really thank them for all the great work that they do down there. If you need a new license plates, maybe want to get that real ID, Rick. You need to have it if you're going to travel. Anyway, 1104 South Main Street, the Crossroads Shopping Center. Call 573-729-8305 if you need more information.
I see one of our ex-coaches, Stan, is at the flagpole. As Mr. Tom is back again this year.
He's got he reserved his seat, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, yeah. And nobody's got it but him.
Very good. Very good. Freeman back in the game, and Stephen Holt back in the game as well.
Okay.
Gleason is the other wing. He's on the left side. 2nd and 15. Spurgeon back to throw. Wants to fire it out. He does. Wide open and making the catch, but not being able to get away was number 9, Aiden Boone. Boone brought it down for a gain of about 4.5. I'll see what they spot him at. I might have given that other half yard. It looks like they have, so it'll be a gain of 5.
5, okay.
This time the Tigers didn't let go.
No, they didn't, did they? They hung on.
So it's 3rd down and 10. This is probably 2-down territory, I would think. I did not see a big kicker for St. James in the warm-up. Ricky, did I just missed that, or did you see one?
I did not, yeah.
Holt in the backfield. In motion, Gleason. They flip it back to him, trying to get to the outside. Big hole for Gleason. Cuts back to the middle, still on his feet. And he gets down to about the 11, maybe 12-yard line. That's where he stopped, about 3 yards shy of the first down. He had a hole, Rick, and decided to cut back against the grain. I think that was kind of a mistake. When he cut back inside, the Tigers were there, bringing him down for the Salem Tigers. I think was Barton.
Okay.
But it could have been St. Paul in there on that tackle as well. 4th down, 3 yards to go. It behooved the Salem Tigers to get a stop here.
Get a stop here, Stan.
Aiden Boone wide to the left side and going wide to the right side. It's Owen Jackson. Spurgeon keeps it himself. Hit from behind. Ball's loose, and the Salem Tigers have it.
Nice job. Nice job, guys.
Salem Tigers get the fumble. Brody Ray comes up with it. And they stop that offensive push by St. James at the 15-yard line.
What about a 5-yard loss on that, Stan?
Yeah, and you mark that down against the quarterback.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
The Salem Tigers, Stan, will start 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Let's see if what the Tigers offense can do. Hayden Ragsdale will come out at quarterback. Tigers have Du Bois deep to the right. Handoff to Du Bois. Silas trying to get to the outside. Turns the corner. Still on his feet. Gets across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Almost a first down. I think they're going to give it to him, Rick. Giving him 11-yard gain and a Tiger first down.
Silas just seen a little crease there, Stan, and he turned that ball up, didn't he?
And he did not slow down, Rick. We have seen in the past where they try and slow down to make that cut. He just planted and went.
He made a decision quick, and he took off, didn't he?
1st and 10, Salem Tigers at the 26-yard line. Still have 5:35 to go in the first quarter, no score. Big Salem Tiger defensive stop in this one.
Yeah, that was a good stop.
Helped by a couple of lost plays down deep in their own zone. Send that ball up the middle and trying to turn it inside out for the Salem Tigers. I didn't catch the number, Rick.
28?
20. I don't know. I didn't catch it.
I didn't either.
I didn't catch it. And I apologize for that.
Yeah, I didn't.
We'll figure it out here in just a minute.
4-yard gain?
Yes, 4-yard gain.
Okay.
Ragsdale underneath, gives that ball off up the middle to Kaysen Malone, and Kaysen will ramble forward for about 4 more.
I think it was 28, Stan.
Yeah, okay.
We don't know.
Yeah,
we got an unknown. We got an unknown, Stan. Yeah.
Well,
it's not on
we
our
know
roster.
it's supposed to be in the running backs.
Yeah.
Oh. And the ball fumbled. And who has that? St. James says they do. And they do. Ragsdale pulled away a little quick. And a fumble recovery. And Tigers were moving, Rick.
Yeah, they were.
Hate to see that. Give the ball back to St. James in Tiger territory. Yeah, I'm befuddled too, Rick.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I'm trying to look and see, but yeah.
Spurgeon goes under center. Turns, hands that ball off on a delay up the middle. Big run for Nick Gleason. Gleason still on his feet to the 15, to the 10, and Gleason is going to go in for a touchdown. Let's see, maybe not. Yep, in for the touchdown. A 36-yard run by Gleason. I don't see any flags down.
I think they're going to call him down, Stan.
Are they?
I think they're going to call it. Well, no, another signal, finally. It's a Gleason 36 yards, Stan?
Yep.
Gotcha. It kind of went into the middle, Stan,
Yeah,
and he
it
kind of
sure did.
kind of bounced off a couple of guys, and then onto the end zone he went.
Patrick Lonning will hold as Preston Hash will try the extra point. Snap is low, the kick is low, and ooh, it just went wide.
No good?
No, it's no good. It went wide to the left. 6-0, St. James. And Ricky, that fumble really hurt the Salem Tigers after it looked like their offense was just really starting to open things up. A little bit of maybe anxiousness by Ragsdale pulling away a little bit too soon. Ball came loose. St. James got it. And a one-play drive. And they get the lead 6-0 here over the Salem Tigers here in this first quarter. Well, both teams get a little hydration break here, even though it's not been a bad night. As far as the weather is concerned, it's fantastic.
Alton May, Stan.
Oh, Alton May. How come we don't have Alton there? He's not even on this thing.
I know it.
Well, that's not right. Alton May, number 28, right?
28.
20 what?
28.
28. I got you. Well, it's opening night for everybody, even the statisticians that don't give us the thing.
Yeah, they didn't. Like I say, one of the other coaches had to go upstairs to get a name.
There you go. Hey, I want to thank Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. They can take care of all of your animal health care needs. Dr. Ashley Cunningham can handle it. She's a great vet. Get in touch with her, 573-729-4031. Or drop by 900 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. For pets or for livestock, it is your friends at Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center. Well, the clock malfunctioned. It didn't put the score up, and now it's off.
There we go. We're going to try again here, Stan.
Okay. 3:45 was left.
That's what he got.
Okay, very good. But can they put the score up?
I don't know.
Yeah, that'll be
well, that's okay if they can't on that side.
Well, we can't see the score. It must not be there.
You didn't score. It's not on the board.
Yeah, we can take it off our score bug. I mean, I don't think Zane would mind. But unfortunately, St. James did score. Looks like it's going to be Aiden Boone kicking off.
Okay.
Salem Tigers have Alton May back. Deep, and also deep for Salem. Looks like Rylan Renault.
Okay.
But it may actually be Silas Du Bois. It probably is.
Okay. I'll buy that one. Yeah. We need a football, Stan.
So we need a football, but we need a clock. Need a working clock, let's put it that way.
Oh, there's the football. Okay.
They tried to reset it, still doesn't work. So.
Oh, okay. Okay, no score on the board. Okay.
So we're going to have a scoreless game.
Right now, there's kind of a little itch over on the.
Yeah, it's kind of tilted one, yeah. Okay, well, anyway, Aiden Boone's going to kick off. That we know.
Yeah, he said they tried to reset it. It wouldn't reset.
Yeah. Opening day jitters.
Oh, yeah.
Even a clock. And the kick comes down short towards May. He has that at the 17-yard line, onto the outside, and he will maneuver up to about the 32, 33-yard line, trying to go to the outside.
Yeah, he tried to get out there.
Couldn't cut, plant, and get out there. So good starting yardage for the Salem Tigers. Nice to know the numbers.
Yeah, we had to find out sometime. Yeah.
He got run over by Cooper Schacht.
Okay.
Who came in from the side and got him. I don't think he saw him over there and just couldn't get around him.
Looks like everything now is working on the scoreboard, Stan, except for the score.
Well, right now that's fine.
Yeah.
6-0 St. James, 3:40 to go in the first quarter.
But if we score, Stan, that's got to go on the board. No. Somebody's in there's got to hold up cards. Yeah.
The play clock's not working either.
It ain't either.
It's skipping. All right, Ragsdale goes under center. Tigers will get this one off to the boys. He's hit, but he gets away and moves forward and picks up about 4.
Good job.
Nice job by Silas. He just kept the feet moving. He
Yeah,
broke that first tackle right at the line of scrimmage. Rick still gets 4 yards, almost 5. They're going to give him,
I'm going to give him 5.
a nice
Stan.
spot.
I'm going to give him 5.
Out to the 42. Second down, 5 yards to go. Under center, a little bit of quick movement. That's going to cost Salem 5. One of the linemen jumped a little bit early. Either that or make it center didn't hike the ball on time, or maybe it fumbled out of his hand.
Both.
Yeah. So another 5-yard penalty for the Salem Tigers. 10 yards on the first quarter, 3:03 to go. It's going to move the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. So that nice run kind of wiped out.
It wiped out that good run, didn't it?
Boy, you hate to see that. All right, pick it up now, guys.
Got to come back and pick that up plus, yeah.
A 34-yard run by Gleason gave St. James that lead after a Tiger fumble. Points off turnovers, Rick.
Yep,
we don't want to talk about it.
That's right.
Ragsdale down low, turns. Again, gives it to Du Bois. Tried the same thing. Big hole. Du Bois to the outside to the 40. He's to the 45 and 50. Cuts inside and will get down to about the 46-yard line.
Nice run.
All the way from the 32 to the 46. And that is a 22-yard gain and a first down for the Salem Tigers. Their second first down of the game. Nice run by
was a nice run.
Silas. Really worked that field well, and actually he bounced off of their tackler and didn't really go down.
Yeah, I'm like I say, I didn't like the spot either.
Yeah, should have been closer to 45, but
that's good. That's nice.
Good
nice run by Silas.
Good run. Silas coming off that right tailback spot. This time to Alton May. Alton May will try and cut back against the grain, and he's going to gain a yard. He got tripped up in the backfield by number 11, Owen Jackson. He gains a yard. It'll be second down and 9. You know, Rick, if somebody says, oh, that's really not a good play, even that yard makes a difference, you know. When you get no or you have a lost play, it really makes it hard on second down.
You don't want negative play there.
No.
You want to at least get a positive. Like I say, if it's one, it's one, but at least it's not negative.
Right, when you get the positive, it doesn't change your play calling.
That's right.
Tigers stay in that flex. Du Bois in motion. They're going to flip it out to Du Bois. There's no chance on that one. It's going to be picked up by St. James, but that's going to be a touchdown. That's going to be a 52-yard touchdown by Gleason, his second of the game. That was a bad read by Hayden Ragsdale. He threw that right into Du Bois, who had no chance of catching that ball.
That play had no chance, Stan. Yeah, everything was covered up, yeah.
And with 1:32 to go, Gleason with his second
touchdown.
52-yard run, I should say.
Yeah,
54.
Yeah, 52. Where he picked it up at. Yeah.
Well, I don't see their kicker coming in this time, Rick.
Looks like they may try to go for 2.
I believe they are.
Okay.
12-0 St. James at the moment. They are going to go for 2. They're going to line up in the bone. Spurgeon giving that ball off and not making it for St. James. I believe number 14, and that is Gavin King. So King was stopped short. He gained a yard. But he didn't look like he ever had a chance.
No,
Tigers stopped that one.
Nice job by the Tigers.
Really
Salem
clammed
Tigers.
it up. The linebackers broke in there, and it just disrupted that whole thing.
So with 1:32 here left to go in the first quarter, Salem is down to the St. James Tigers, 12-0 on two
fumbles.
Two fumbles.
Points off turnovers. It's 12-0 St. James.
That's a killer. Yep.
And not like St. James has outplayed Salem. They have not. I think Salem has more yardage right now after their two drives, or very close to what they had on St. James's initial drive.
Yeah.
Of course, they got the 134-yard touchdown after that fumble.
Yep.
I'd like to thank our friends at Jet Tire and Auto for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers, 800 South Park Avenue. You can find out more about all the great things that they have available from great tires, but also off-road accessories as well. They have that hometown feel, providing professional level service. 573-729-3650, Jet Tire and Auto.
They give them a little bit of extra break there, Stan.
Yeah, usually that kind of happens at about this time.
Yep.
Now this kickoff will be brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Strader, your agent. Remember, if you have questions about business insurance, don't have questions. Get answers. Get answers before you need to have answers. Get in touch with Willie. 573-729-4941, 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. Gleason will kick it off again. It's a short kick taken down at the 35-yard line, and the Tigers will bring it back to about the 45.
I think that may be in Kaysen, Stan. Yep. Kaysen Malone looks like on the return, Stan.
Yes, sir.
Tigers.
Titus White was right there with him, trying to lead the way, but
got good field position here, Stan. We got to take advantage of this.
Ball marked at the 45-yard line. Well, the Tigers' running game, Salem Tigers' running game, has not been bad at all.
No.
It's just the fumbles that have hurt them.
Turnovers will kill you, and that's what's exactly happening in this game. That's the reason why you're down 12-0. It's just because of turnovers.
We got a lot of game left to play, Ricky.
Right.
127 the first quarter. The Tigers can get that offense going, and once they get a touchdown, I think everything will just calm down.
Calm down a little bit. Yep.
They've got to get that score.
Yep. Yeah, get on the board.
Ragsdale turns, gives it to Alton May. Alton May trying to turn that corner. Whoa. And a flag comes in from the backside after the fact.
Holding?
Usually. And that's what I believe he called.
Yeah, it was, I think.
Right, basically from the line of scrimmage. And in high school, they do throw the flag, and it is from the spot of the flag.
He almost got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah,
I think they'll probably mark it right from.
That's where they're going to go from. Yep. Unless they decline it.
Yeah. It was like a 4.5-yard gain. I don't think they're going to decline it.
You don't think?
I
don't think Dusty will?
I can always hold.
I agree.
But they didn't.
They didn't decline it, did they?
No. 10-yard penalty for the Salem Tigers, and they've now been penalized for 20 yards in this game. So now the Tigers, and this is what we were talking about before, faced with a 1st and 20.
1st and 20, yeah.
So now you're talking about having to possibly change up what you wanted to do offensively. Well, we'll see. Ragsdale gets the snap, gives it to Du Bois. He's had some success, breaks one tackle and gets to the 40-yard line.
You can't put him back there.
And that'll be a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd 15. Yeah.
He was going to.
A little bit of extra Jonathan Bell action there.
Yeah.
A little twirl and throw. Kind of like trying to throw the shot put there.
True.
Spin around and throw them off you. 2nd 15 for the Salem Tigers, down to 42 seconds left to go in the first quarter, with a 12-0 St. James lead. Max Schlomer wide to the right side. Not seeing Ragsdale throw a pass yet. He is now, and the pass is almost intercepted.
Nobody looking. Yeah.
I believe that pass was for Du Bois out there in the flat, but it was way too short.
And he never looked back like it was even intended for him.
Gleason had a better chance of catching it than Du Bois.
Yeah.
So it'll be 3rd down and 15. You know, right there, Ricky, as fast as Du Bois is behind everybody, if you just lofted that ball up in the air.
Go over the top. Go over the top.
Nobody would have been there and let Silas just run underneath the ball.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see anything from any other play right there. I just saw that, and that should be a telltale sign.
Something to look at, yeah.
3rd and 15. Ragsdale wants to throw, gets pressured, and throws it out there, and it's incomplete. No flags down, so I see a couple of Salem Tigers looking back. Nothing there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 15. So Ragsdale 0 for 2. I didn't know, it didn't appear that there were good routes being run. And I'm just saying this, I don't know what the routes they were trying to run.
Nobody done really anything.
Well, it didn't look like he was throwing to a particular spot, like for a route spot.
Yeah.
You know, down and out, 10 yards down and go out, and you're throwing it there.
A curl or something.
Something, yeah. I didn't really see anything there. So Tigers are faced with a 4th and long. They will punt the ball. Staying at the 29-yard line and trying to get that punt off.
Straight
the
up.
Tigers was white. The ball went straight up to the 50-yard line, and it's just staying neutral. It dies right at the 50. That's a 10-yard punt. He got pressured at White, but he got the ball off. And St. James will have excellent field position with 14 seconds left to go in this first half. 12-0 St. James on 2 touchdowns by Gleason. Nick had a 34-yard run and then a 52-yard fumble recovery. Run back for a touchdown. Now the defense has got to shut them down.
Yeah, defense
stop
has
them right here.
got to stop it right here.
Spurgeon goes under center. Wants to throw right away. He's got a man breaking down the middle of the field. He's going to go deep for him, and that is going to be caught and dropped. Good defense by Silas Du Bois. No flags down, as going out for that one was Nick Gleason. He's already had a heck of a game. Didn't need another one.
True. Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
But no, good play by Du Bois to stay with him.
Yeah,
Ball was right there.
It was. It was a
Good
pretty
pass.
good coverage. Yeah.
Good pass by Spurgeon. And a good coverage by Silas knocked that ball away. 2nd down and 10. Trying to put the dagger right there after that.
Yeah. When you get something like that, and then your first thing you want to do is try to go up on top, and that's exactly what they tried to do.
6 seconds left in this first quarter. It'll more than likely be the last play. Kick it back to Gleason, trying to get to the outside, and he runs out of bounds. As there's 2 seconds left right in front of the St. James bench after a gain of about 7.
Okay.
He tiptoed that line, Rick, and then just stepped out. 3rd down and 3. Ball to Salem Tiger, 43-yard line. 12-0 St. James.
On 2 Salem turnovers.
Off 2 Salem turnovers.
Yep.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
See what Spurgeon wants to do here. Double wing formation. Kind of run into each other. They hand that ball off, and getting a yard was number 24, Jonathan Bell. And they'll bring up 3rd down and 1 as we come to the end of the first quarter. Our score, St. James 12, Salem nothing. We're going to come back in 1 minute. It's Tiger football on KSMO Media.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Want to change a life in just 1 hour a week? Thanks to the opioid settlement funds through Healthy Dent County, the Mentoring Makes a Difference program is here, connecting caring adults with local students. 1 hour of your time can make a lasting difference. Join us today and become a mentor. Contact liberty@salemcommunitycenter.org or call 573-729-8163. Mentoring makes a difference. 1 hour, one child, one big impact.
Welcome back, Salem High School football field. Yeah. Ricky, I don't think that's right.
There, he changed it, Sam. We did have 4th and 41 to go on that. And he changed it. He took that 4 off of there, and he just left it at 1.
Well,
yeah.
4th and 1.
Okay.
St. James has the ball as we get ready to start this second quarter. I'd like to thank everybody for being along with us on KSMO Media for opening night, St. James and Salem. Salem will be at Lynn next Friday night. We'll be there to bring that contest to you on KSMO Media. 4th and 1, no, tonight. We still got a long way to go in this one.
Yeah, we do. Just starting the second quarter.
All right, Spurgeon will go under center. They're in the bone.
Whoa. They moving in the backfield, Stan.
Yeah, I saw a little
Stephen
movement, but
Holt
they hadn't called it.
Yeah, finally he did.
Yeah.
I thought the kid is already standing. He got his hands over his head. You've got to throw a flag.
Well, you would think. That's the first penalty called on St. James, though.
It
Very
is.
first play they had a guy move early.
Yeah,
and no call.
no call on that one. Yeah.
Now that's going to cost them 5, and that's big on the 4th down play.
Yeah,
They're trying to get Salem.
4th and 6 now.
They're really
Stan.
trying to get Salem to jump.
I think that's what they were trying to do. Yeah.
So we'll see. Holt stays in. He's there with Gleason. Now they changed their format a little bit. Going back in a double wing with Freeman coming in.
Yeah, going into a double wing.
Spurgeon wants to throw the ball, turns back, fires that ball outside. It's caught, and it's
Short.
not going to be enough for a first down.
Look where he's going.
Oh, my gosh.
Gosh, what a spot, Stan.
Rick,
Surely that's still short, isn't it?
I believe it's short. The ball's caught marked just outside the 40. And, boy, I don't know, Rick. Are they going to measure it?
Or did they already signal?
They're still, the chain gang hasn't moved. Boy, I don't know.
That was a bad spot.
That was a bad
spot. Yeah, that was a bad spot.
They're going to bring the sticks in. And
Wow. That was a bad spot.
It looks like it's not on the line, the nose of the football, and it looks like the marker is. But, Rick, that was good.
Trying to see it. Yeah, it's not on the line.
It's very close.
Very close, yeah.
But anyway, that should have been back about a foot or so.
Yeah, he was back further.
Oh, that's a tough. This is going to be a tough call.
And he was standing right there, Stan. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's going to be a rough call.
Yeah.
The Tigers really did a good job of defending that and getting the man down. He reached for the ball, but his knees were already down. It's short. Going to be short by about an inch. It's short. Salem Tigers will take over the ball on that 4th down play.
Look at Dusty. What are you going to do, move it? Come on now.
What are they talking about,
What are they
Rick?
doing? They just stretched it out. We've seen it.
So it should be Salem Tiger ball.
That close.
It's close, but Salem Tiger ball. And the Tigers will take over at their own 40-yard line.
It's short. So Salem shut him take over right there, Stan.
Right. So nice defensive play. We talk about making sure those tackles, Rick, and you had to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, nice job.
I believe that was Silas DuBois bringing him down again. So that's a big play.
Yeah.
To keep him from stretching. That's all he wanted to do.
And like you say, me and you both seen the knee down before that, where that spot was.
Aiden Boone that looked like he was going to turn and get away, and it's a good job. Now, guys,
you've already made it. Call. Let's go.
They're changing the football.
Okay. And now he puts it on the line.
Yeah, that's not very good. Can't help it.
Wow. Okay.
All right, Ragsdale under center. In that flex. Handoff up the middle to the fullback, and they're going to get a couple of yards. Malone, Kaysen with a couple yards.
Okay.
Going to mark him down to the 42. 2nd and 8. Just underway, second quarter, 12-0 St. James. So a couple big defensive stops for the Salem Tigers already in this game, Rick.
Got to get some offense here, Stan.
But yes, they've got to. They got to get inside
And they had
inside the red zone
and they
then
had
score.
a good drive on that last one, like saying, and the pitch caused the fumble. But
Yeah, that pitch never should have been made.
No, it should not have.
All right, the handoff to May. Alton dives back in and picks up 3. Trying to go to the outside. He was cut off out there, and then Zane Ochterberg took him down after he cut back up the field. They're actually going to give him 4.
Okay.
Move him across the 45 to near the 46. So it'll be 3rd and 4 for the Salem Tigers on their own 46-yard line. On the near side of the field here, right in front of us, here at the Salem High School football field. Bill Schuchart Stadium. All right, let's see if the Tigers can pick up a big 3rd down play here. 3rd and 4. They go to Du Bois. Du Bois breaks the tackle, and he gets that first down.
Now he got it.
He gains 5, maybe 6. I'd give him 6, Rick.
Okay, gotcha.
And he gets to the 48-yard line of St. James. That's another Salem Tiger first down.
That's a nice job.
Each team now with 3 first downs in the game.
Nice job, Stan. He just seen that little hole, and he just took off for it. Yeah.
Ragsdale has the Tigers stay into flex. Giving this one to Alton May. He hesitated, and he's going to lose a yard.
Yeah.
Well, you just can't hesitate.
No.
I think that ball is supposed to go wide, Rick. And, I know he saw a guy there, but you can't stop. If you're going to change that, just change the angle and try and spin. But you can't stop. And Alton came to a stop, and when he did that, that's it.
You lose all you use all your momentum, and they gain everything.
You just can't get started fast enough without somebody else on the other team starting to lay some paws on you.
Yeah.
So a loss of 1. 2nd down and 11. Keeping it is the quarterback, and he'll get about 5 yards.
Got about 5 of it back, didn't he?
Nice job there by Hayden Ragsdale. A little bit of I'll say an option, but he never gave the look of an option there. He just went ahead and took it himself. He had Du Bois going with him, but he never looked back to freeze the defensive end.
No, he wasn't going to do that again and pitch that out.
Oh, well, no, I'm not saying pitch it. I just said you got to look.
Yeah.
You got to make that guy think you might
pitch it. You got to make him
pitch
think
it.
you're going to do that, yeah.
All right, 3rd down and about 6. Handoff up the middle, and still trying. Getting down to the 42-yard line for the Salem Tigers was Malone. It'll bring up 4th down and about 3, maybe 4. Depends on their spot. Yeah, it's going to be about 4. They're going to give them 3.
Okay.
And Salem, looks like Salem's going to go for it. 8:35 to go here in this first half. 12-0 St. James on top. 2 Gleason touchdowns, one on a 34-yard run, the other a 52-yard fumble recovery and return. Give it to Du Bois. Du Bois has the first down.
He got it.
He gains 5, and he needed 4.
Yeah. Got him 1 extra there, didn't he, Stan?
He sure did. No penalty for that. Another first down for the Salem Tigers. That's their 4th of the game. And now a timeout's going to be called. There is a Tiger player down on the field.
A cramp, Stan?
I'm thinking.
I'm guessing the same thing. Like I said, I think they need a water break, Stan.
Well, it's about that time, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say go ahead and do it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to stretch out that calf, and everybody say, well, it's not so hot this year. It shouldn't affect it.
When you're not used to this, Stan. Neither team is used to this.
No. You're right, Rick. It's just running up and down that field, cutting, changing your directions,
they're
planting.
Not there yet. Yeah.
Yep. And that's Silas himself coming off the field after that cramp as each team pulled off to the side. I want to thank our friends at Legends Auto at 500 West Scenic Ridge Boulevard for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. They'll keep your vehicle running in tip-top shape and safe on the road for these traveling games to Salem Tiger Sports.
Yep.
Stop by Legends Auto, 500 West Scenic Ridge Boulevard, or call 573-729-2884. They're proud to support your Salem Tigers. 1st and 10, Tigers at the St. James 37-yard line. 8:21 to go in the first half. 12-0 no St. James Tigers. But as we said, a lot of game left.
A lot of game, yep. Salem got a good drive here going, Sam. We just got to finish it.
And that would be huge coming off that defensive stop.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, the defense got you the ball back. Offense, now it's your turn.
Let's see what they can do. Play clock just got started.
Well, they got plenty of time.
Yeah. 1st and 10. Up the middle to Malone, and Kaysen will gain about 3. He'll get down to about the 38, maybe 4 yards, Rick.
Okay.
From the side judge, I'm not sure he's the one they're going to go with. Yeah, pretty close to 42. So
I'll give him 4, Stan?
Give him 4.
Go 4, okay.
Pretty close to that 33-yard line, so I'd do it.
Trying to keep up with our new stat
sheets. Yeah, I know. I apologize for that.
Hey, it's worth a try.
I get it.
I got it.
From the double wing formation, here's May. May with a big hole, gets to the outside. Ooh, got hammered. Getting very close to the first down. He got hit by Zane Alterberg, and he shut him down right, stopped him cold, but he's very close to that first down.
Give him 3, Stan? 4?
I give him 4.
Okay.
Well, actually, I give him 5.
You want to give him 5? All right.
Because it's going to be 3rd and a very short one. Boy, May had some momentum coming out of that line.
Yeah.
But Alderberg just absolutely put him.
Stopped him in his tracks.
Yeah, made him hit a brick wall. I mean, he just stopped.
Yeah.
A 3rd and 1. Ragsdale giving that ball off and getting the first down for the Salem Tigers is Kane Barrett. His first run of the night. He picks up about 2, but that's all we need.
That's all we need, yeah.
And it's enough for the first down. Nice inside run by Kane. Coming across. 1st and 10 for Salem. Ball at the 25, well, make that 26-yard line of St. James.
Oh, got another one now.
It's
got an injury timeout here, Stan.
Yeah, they're pausing here to let.
Is that Kane? Yep.
I think it is.
Yep.
I think it is, and he's struggling a little bit.
He took a pretty good shot over here, Stan.
Yeah, Silas ready to come back in. Now he took a good shot though, Rick. As soon as he went back and got into the lineup, and all of a sudden
it hit him.
Yeah, it hit him. Well, I mean, you know, anybody who's ever had a Charlie horse knows you're just going along, blah, blah, blah. It just seizes up.
Yeah.
And, I got you.
You're not going nowhere.
Yeah, this is it. You're stopping right here. I want to remind everybody to be with us here at KSMO Radio for Cardinal Baseball on the radio side. It's a delayed basis, the game with Cincinnati today. Okay. And a game tomorrow afternoon with Cincinnati again, 4:45 start time. And then Sunday morning at about 11:30, Cards and Reds again in a 3-game series. It'll be pertinent. The Cardinals have to do something in this series to even have a chance. So you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, you mean if you're gonna try to climb back in it, you've got to beat the Cincinnati Reds.
You're going to have to, because they're in front of you.
They're in front of you. Yeah.
But you're 5 games out of the wild card, and you're going to have a good September. You're just going to have to.
You need to run. Yeah. You're going to have to go on a good
Cardinals
run.
had that 10-game winning streak early in the year, and they just have not been able to repeat that.
Yeah.
I think Milwaukee went on that, 19 out of 21?
19, and then they did it again. I thought, golly.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's tonight on a delayed basis right after Tiger football. Up the middle, Malone gets hit after a short gain of about 2. I believe making that.
I didn't get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Middle linebacker, wasn't it?
I think it was McCormick.
Okay.
Anyway, kind of stepped up, made a nice tackle. And I know number 66, Josiah Reeves, was right there too. But Kaysen had a good little jaunt starting out.
Yeah.
Just hit those guys and kind of stopped. Hand off to Du Bois, trying to get that outside. He turns the corner. Silas is still on his feet, still breaking through, and he dives down inside the 15-yard line to about the 12. And Ricky, that's a heck of a run, and that's a gain of about 10 yards and a first down for the Salem Tigers at the, I think they're going to spot them right at the 13.
Or at the 13?
That's all right. Give them 10.
Okay,
Close enough.
I did. Yeah. Nice run, though. Yeah, Stan, I agree with that.
Tigers are really having a nice drive here in this second quarter.
We got to
Still
get something
6
on the
minutes.
board.
Still 6 minutes to go. Let's see what Ragsdale has in mind. Keeps it himself. Ragsdale trying to turn that corner. Stays on his feet. Drives down for a gain of about 4, maybe 5.
Okay.
Right off the right side. Got a nice block from his tight end there that helps spring him a little bit. But that's all you need. And it'll be 2nd and 5 from the 7-yard line. Tigers driving for their first touchdown of 2025. Let's see if they can get it.
Got a good drive going, Stan. Silas.
Inside to Silas Dubois. It's very close to the 3. I think they might have just stood him up right at the 4, but looked like he was going to be really close to the 3-yard line as he tried to go to the left side. And let's see where they mark him, Ricky.
Okay. We're going to put him
They're going to put him at the 4.
Give him 3?
Yeah, give him 3.
Okay.
Tigers can get a first down before they get to the goal line. So it's 3rd and about 2.5. Hand off to May. May bursting through. Looks like he's got the first down.
First.
I think he's very close. Or it'll be 4th and inches. We'll see that one official spotting it at the 2, which should be a first down. They put it down, though, like a little bit outside the 2. I still am waiting. I guess it's 4th down.
Wow.
Fourth and inches, Rick.
Wow.
At the 2-yard line.
I think if I was Coach Myers, I'd ask for a measurement.
I think I would, too.
I think I would.
I think he's...
Yeah,
he is.
I think he's...
He's called timeout.
Yeah.
They asked for a measurement, but they should have done a measurement anyway.
They should have done one. Yeah, I agree.
As close as that is, but a timeout is called on the field, and I'm sure he's going to request a measurement. Timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance Agent Jonah Shaver, and you can find Jonah in the Crossroads Shopping Center. You can call him if you'd like to. Be more than happy to help you out. 573-729-5165. American Family Insurance. You know, they have discounts for being a good driver. Senior discounts and bundling. It's Jonah Schaefer, your American Family Insurance agent. 12-0 St. James. Back in 30 seconds. Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
Welcome back to Salem High School football field. Coach Myers is down there where the yardstick is.
Well, he can request.
It looks like he asked for a measurement.
Now they're going to give it to him.
Now they're going to give it to him finally.
Yeah.
But you should not have to call a timeout.
Yeah.
That's the second Salem Tiger timeout.
They should have done it without.
Well, wait a minute. Now they're lining up to go.
Referees ain't ready. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, well,
don't run up, guys. Back up out of there.
And Rick, I don't mean to sound negative here, but nobody seems to be in control down there on the field.
No.
The Whitehat's supposed to be the guy.
He should have been when he walked up there, like you say, Stan. He should have walked up there and said, "No, let's measure this. This is too close." But I guess now they're going to.
So now they're going to measure.
But Coach Myers had to beg for it. Basically,
he did. He went right down to the actual chains.
Measure it.
And pointed to the official guys. This
measure it.
Looks like a first down.
At least measure it.
And then you'll know how far you got to go.
Exactly.
You know, sometimes I wonder, have they never seen a game on TV?
Look at. That's
first down.
That's what we thought, Stan.
So first
you
down
called
for
it.
The Salem Tigers. Well, it looked. the way the one official on the side was standing, here goes the first down. But when they put the ball down and put it between the hash marks, I really couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Because I can't see where that would really be.
Yeah. It was a good job by Coach Myers, like you're saying, probably the coaching staff from upstairs saying, hey, we need to look at that. Yeah.
Well, we said we need to look at that.
Look at it, yeah. We wanted to measure it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So first and goal for the 2.
Should we take credit for that one?
We should have. Listen to us. We're trying to tell you something.
All right, 12-0, St. James. Salem trying to get on the board, and they're 2 yards away.
Coach Kraft is not happy now.
Yeah, sometimes Dusty doesn't get happy. He's just not a happy guy.
Most of the games.
And especially during a game. He's very intense. I'll give him a lot of credit.
That he is.
He is intense.
But like you say, I mean, first of all, the officials should have measured it before any of that ever went down. Yeah.
Well, now it seems like he's talking about the previous measurement they had and that they were wrong. I mean, he's pointing there and he's pointing back there. And I'm okay. Well.
Actually, he got a good spot. They got a good spot down
here. They got an undeserved spot is what I would call it.
Yeah.
First and goal for Salem Tigers.
Okay. Let's get on
We're
the
in the
board.
second quarter. We have 3:58 to go. 12-0 St. James. This has started from the Salem Tiger 40-yard line after a defensive stop, Rick.
Yep. Okay. There we go.
All right. They've got the play clock started. It's winding down. Salem Tigers go up in the flex. Flipping it out to Du Bois. Du Bois hit right at the line of scrimmage. He's knocked back.
Stephen Holt, I believe, brought it down.
Yeah.
Going to lose yards there.
Yeah, they're going to give him a loss of almost 2. Well, they're going to get it all the way back to the 5. That's not where you get marked. You get hit where you got hit. They're going to lose 3 on that.
Lose 3, yep.
If you had things working, Rick, running the ball, why do you go to the pitch?
Don't go, yeah. Don't take a chance of pitching there, Stan.
Yeah, I don't think it was a great play call there, but, I mean, maybe they saw something. I won't. But now it's second and goal at the 5, and Du Bois is in for the touchdown.
Flag down, Stan, right in the middle of the field.
Flag is down. The flag is down. Holding against the Salem Tigers.
Wow.
First and goal at the 2, Rick. Lose 3, and then you have a touchdown taken off the board.
Yep.
The flag is dropped at the 2. So it should go back to the 12. I think gain of 3. Well, let's see where they move it.
See what they do.
They still haven't moved the ball.
Okay. Whoa, Stan.
I'm telling you what,
where's
Rick,
it going?
these guys hit.
Wow.
So they
From
full
the line of
test from the
scrimmage.
line of but they marked that the flag was thrown at the 2.
They marked it from the line of scrimmage, yeah. Okay. Salem got to dig deep into here, Stan, with a second goal from the 15.
Second and goal with the 15. You know, one thing, Rick, we don't talk about too much, the momentum that they had going into that play.
Yep.
And then they had to call the timeout just to measure.
Yep.
They flip that out to Du Bois. He's to the outside. He's going to reverse field, break away, still going, and he's going to end up getting to the 17, a loss of 2 more. Boy, Salem's been going backwards here on this drive after first and goal at the 2. They're now at third and goal for the 17. Well, I give Silas a lot of credit. He had to get away. There's a player down. That's a Salem Tiger player. Obviously a cramp situation again, but a 2-yard loss. Looks like Silas again.
Silas again, yeah.
With 2:55 to go. So we have no kicker of any consequence, so we're not going to be able to kick a field goal. But now.
So now you got 2 downs to get 17 yards, Stan. You're right.
Yeah. Penalty kill you, but that lost play. I just thought we'd just go right, do what we were doing.
Yeah.
Just go right up the middle
right
with
back up.
Kaysen, just
Yeah.
take him up and see if he can get in there, and then try it again and the other one. So
pound him and
but we
get him
didn't do
inside.
that. We
Yeah.
tried to go flip back, and the
I don't
St.
I don't like the pitch that close to the line there, Stan. I'd say I'm like you. I want to pound it. If I'm 2 yards out, I want to pound that ball. I've got 4 downs to get 2 yards.
That's
I mean,
right.
that's the way I look at
Right.
that. I don't want
Exactly.
to play around with pitching the ball.
But I'm not going to take anything away from St. James defense. They
That's right.
have come. They have come and stood tall.
Yeah, they have.
And they have stepped up. Of course, they got benefited by a 10-yard penalty that was mismarked, according to high school rules. Unless they missed through the flag, it's supposed to be at the
Maybe
5.
he didn't throw it far enough. Yeah.
That could be.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah.
But nonetheless, Salem Tigers are faced with a 3rd and goal from the 17-yard line. And Hayden has not had success throwing the ball.
No.
So, excellent stand by the Salem Tigers at the 40-yard line. They got all the way down to the 2, but right now are struggling to find the answer. Kane Barrett back in. Back to throw. Find the ball deep and overthrown.
Oh, my. Boy, he had him, Stan.
He had Alton May down that way, but he had a step on the man, but he just overthrew him, and it's 4th down and 17, goal from the 17. .249 to go, 12-0 St. James. Tigers of Salem trying to find that end zone. Du Bois found it, but a holding penalty brought it back.
Okay.
4th down and goal from the 17. And now it looks like a timeout is being called by the Salem Tigers. Timeout brought to you by Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. If you have questions about the right types of insurance for you, give him a call. They'll be more than happy to answer the questions you have at 573-729-5165. Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. 12-0 St. James. Back in 30 seconds. Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center in Salem is here for all of your veterinary needs. From your house cat to a herd of cattle, Dr. Cunningham and her expert staff are here to help. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is committed to providing your animals with the highest level of care and support. Schedule an appointment today for checkups, boarding, surgery, supplies, or even 24/7 emergency services for established clients. Stop by or call in today and get the veterinary care that your pets deserve.
Stick around. We'll go over some stats at halftime when we get to that plateau in this game. In the meantime, the Red Tigers lead the Blue Tigers. And the Blue Tigers have a 4th down and goal from the 17. Ragsdale goes under center, goes back to throw. Has the time. Now tries to get out of the way and is chased down, and he's going to get taken down at about the 20-yard line. The Tigers fail on a 1st and goal at the 2. Looked like Hayden wanted to flip it down deep and then felt the pressure from the outside, but Rick, I think he still had some time.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
And another Tiger appears to be down. And that looks like Ragsdale. He got wrapped up pretty good.
Yeah, he did.
Kind of looks like he's holding his back, and hopefully that's not the case.
Well, like you say, when you get into a crowd like that and
God,
somebody comes in.
Yeah, hit you with a helmet back there.
Hit you with a helmet back there.
That's like a kiddie punch.
That doesn't feel good. Yeah.
Man. Well, the ball will be St. James at the 20-yard line when we continue play. 2:38 to go in this first half. 12-0 St. James. Salem Tigers have been the only ones cramping tonight for the most part so far.
That's right.
I think one St. James player had some cramps that came off. Remember that?
Yep, I did.
Hey, I want to tell you about Discount Bins, located at 1201 Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem. If you've never been to Discount Bins, I highly recommend you go. Now, Thursdays they're closed so they can restock, but if you want some great deals on some pretty cool items, head on down to Discount Bins, 1201 Scenic Rose Boulevard to the east, 573-543-2113. An incredible. Yeah, I used to do this for a
Try that
living.
again.
Yeah, an incredible treasure waiting for you at discount bins at unbeatable prices. Well, Tigers took almost 10 minutes off that clock, Rick.
Wow. Come
With that drive.
Yeah, come away with
nothing.
Yeah.
Now, can the defense
do it again, Stan?
shut down St. James, who's been on the sideline for a long time? Spurgeon goes back to throw. Fires that ball out and completes it to Aiden. Boone cuts across the field, still on his feet, gets the first down and more, gets knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A gain of 15. I think there's a flag down on the far side, Rick.
I see it over there now.
I thought I saw that in the
seen
air.
something, but I wasn't for sure what it was.
And we'll see what that call is, but that's on the back side. Should be chop block.
Yep. Looks like that. The line of scrimmage is where they threw the flag at, too,
Yeah,
Stan.
it was right at that.
At a 10 or a 15,
Well,
Stan.
it's halfway to the goal line. It's going to be either one.
That's right. Yeah, true.
So from the 20-yard line, they'll spot that ball back.
Yep. But actually, with the loss in the game that they had, Stan, that was a
20,
pretty good penalty.
That's 25 yards, yeah.
Loss on
yeah,
that play.
well, that's a big loss.
Yep.
Well, we had a touchdown loss.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so 25 yards sounds like a lot. Touchdown was even more. So a 10-yard penalty on St. James. That's just their second penalty. So it'll be 1st and 20. Spurgeon throwing, wants to throw again, gets pressure, gets away. No, he cannot get away. Gets taken down from behind at the 15. Good job by the Salem Tigers to get in that backfield. I believe Casey Malone brought him down, Rick.
Did he?
From behind, yeah. I believe he did.
Give him about 4, Stan.
Yeah, I'd give him 4.
Okay.
Second down, 16 with 2 minutes left to go in this first half. 12-0 St. James. Back to their own 14. They're going to send Boone, who's been a true pain in the you-know-where for Salem tonight.
True.
Inside handoff, trying to find a little bit of running room. Number 2, and that's Nick Gleason, and he didn't get much. Maybe up to, well, I think he lost a yard. Well, one guy has him back to the line of scrimmage, and the other guy has him for a loss. And we'll just leave it no gain.
No gain. Okay.
Even though it's about a foot loss, we'll just leave it no gain.
Okay.
1:22 to go, and it doesn't look like really St. James is too anxious.
They're not really,
And Salem has no timeouts,
Yeah.
so they can't stop the clock.
They can't stop it. Yep.
Now, I'm sure if they get a big play here.
Yeah. And Dusty will turn it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Then.
Dusty
Yep.
has all 3 timeouts to his credit if he wants to use them. Gleason and Hunter Freeman off to the right side. Ball flipped up in the air and goes loose. And Salem, can they get him down? They can. Freeman couldn't handle the pitch back, and it goes down for a loss of almost 8. Back to near the 8-yard line. Freeman reached up, no matter what he tried to reach for a rig, it just wouldn't fall in his hands.
Wow.
Ended up going backwards. It'll be 4th down and about 24. Well, they actually marked it closer to the 8-yard line. So, yeah,
So
22. 4th and 22. Still lost 7.
7, wasn't it? Yeah.
And they're just letting the clock go down to 19. They have nothing to lose here. They have 3 seconds left on the play clock, and they could take a delay of game penalty. I think they're. Well, Salem can't call a timeout. So Dusty did.
Okay.
So Dusty called a timeout, Coach Kraft, with 6 seconds left so that they don't have to punt the ball.
Yep.
And they'll probably just do a knee and take it to halftime. This time out brought to you by Jonas Schaefer, your local American family insurance agent in the Crossroads Shopping Center. If you have any questions and like to find out more about the coverage, stop by 1104 South Main Street. Welcome back at 30 seconds. St. James 12, Salem nothing. It's Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Thanks to our amazing sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Living the Dream Outdoor Properties of Salem. Specialize in all types of outdoor properties. Rocking G Western Trading Post. Visit today for superior service and personalized attention. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
Well, St. James will be faced with a 4th down with 6 seconds left back at their own 8-yard line. Their punter is Preston Hash. He's in the end zone. I doubt if they would snap it back, Rick, but you never know.
True.
They could just take a knee, and there's nothing Salem can do. They are going to get it back to Hash, and he will punt it.
Go.
And it comes down toward the Salem Tigers, and they just go away from it.
That's it.
And that'll do it for the first half. So Hash punts that ball in the end zone to about the 45-yard line. Pretty good punt. But we have played one half here at the Salem High School football field, built Schuchart Stadium. 2 Gleason touchdowns, one on a 36-yard run after a Tiger fumble, and the other a Gleason 52-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown. And 12-0 our score with St. James on top. And Rick, it's just been a matter of breaks right here. Salem Tigers got a 1st and goal to 2, but could not get the job done.
No, you're right, Stan. Just that close, and then, like I say, then we got in the end zone, but it was no good. Yeah.
We're going to take a 3-minute break and come back and talk to you a little bit about our halftime show, which is being brought to you by United Country Salem Realty. Remember, they can do a lot for you, finding you the right property, whether you're looking to sell your home or you're looking to buy a home, or maybe it's just investment property you're interested in. Call Babette Wells, broker owner, 573-729-3148, or stop by 605 South Main Street. Babette Wells, broker owner of United Country Salem Realty, and our halftime show. We invite you to stick around for it. We'll take that 3-minute break and come back. It's Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
Progressive Ozark Bank is proud to announce a better way to manage your debit card fraud alerts. Instead of a phone call, customers will receive a message on their text-enabled numbers if there is a concern on a debit card transaction. It's fast and easy. Want to find out how you can get fraud text alerts on your phone? Drop by or call Progressive Ozark Bank for more information. Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured, where people matter.
It's only because of our sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these great sponsors include Legends Automotive LLC, Salem License Bureau, Fly & W Boutique, the City of Salem, Salem Farm Equipment, VIP Properties, as well as Quick Tan and more. Be sure to thank these sponsors the next time you see them. It's only because of them we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
It's officially home buying season and the market is heating up. Buying a home is a huge decision and where to get your home loan is just as important. Don't buy your home without checking into Riverways Federal Credit Union's great rates and service. Riverways is not for profit and has more ways to say yes, and you can apply in less than 5 minutes. Need a pre-approval to help seal the deal? We've got you covered. Get started at Riverways FCU today. Riverways Federal Credit Union, located in Rolla, Salem, and Cuba.
wait any longer for great dental care. Four Rivers Community Health Center specializes in helping individuals and families with Medicaid insurance. Need help applying for Medicaid? We have community health workers and navigators to make the process easy. Even if it's been years since you last visited the dentist, we can help. Our comfortable office, compassionate team, and minimally invasive treatments will help you feel completely at ease. Four Rivers Community Health Center. Your community, your health.
Well, we're back here as the Salem Marching Blue is out providing a very nice crowd on this opening night here at the Salem High School football field and Bill Schuchart Stadium. It's a 12-0 St. James lead, and when we start giving you some stats and we'll start telling you about it, they really, besides the opening drive for St. James, and they didn't score on the opening drive.
No, they did not. Yeah.
Besides that opening drive, Rick, and they got their 3 first downs, they haven't had anything except the touchdown run of 34 yards after the turnover. And then the fumble recovery. They have not had a positive offensive set since.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So that that does tell you, like say the Tigers, like you say, the Tigers got down there standing. They had a first and goal from the 2-yard line and couldn't score. And that was kind of the kicker here of the first half, because I mean, if you look, we'll give you the stats here in just a minute, Sam, and you'll see this. The Salem stats are better than the St. James Tigers.
Yeah. And unfortunately for the Salem Tigers, they couldn't finish.
They couldn't finish
and,
it.
I mean, we all know that it's a learning process,
Yep.
and I know people get tired of hearing that, and I know I get tired of saying it, but it really is.
Yep.
You got to get the kids to buy in, and they have to believe. And right now, there's still that element, a little bit of doubt. Yeah, hey, can we really beat this team? Hey, can we really score? Look, they went in the end zone, a holding penalty brought it back, and then things self-destructed.
When we went backwards again.
Right,
Yeah.
and so now, can we recovered that coming out in the second half? Put that behind you.
Yeah, it's a no ball game. It's 12-0. And we got a new half. Let's win this half, Stan, and win the ball game.
And Salem will take over to start the second half on offense.
Yep.
So
there you go.
We will definitely get that done, and we'll actually at that time show you the offensive starters at that time too, which we haven't had a chance. Really, it kind of been kind of iffy in trying to do that. But anyway, nonetheless, this is our first night. We're trying to get it all worked out.
We will get you in. Yep.
But we want to thank our friends at United Country Salem Realty. They're bringing you the halftime show. And don't forget, you save some money in locating your real estate in Missouri, whether it be Dent County or surrounding counties or even other areas in the Ozarks. They can help you. 573-729-3148. Or stop by 605 South Main Street. Bad Wells, your broker owner. Well, as you said, Rick, the stats kind of tell the story in this game, and they tell a story that you wouldn't have known it for the first drive. Salem struggled a little bit.
They did.
Had some missed tackles. St. James got some big yards. Got that ball down inside the 10-yard line, but the Tiger defense held. Got it back out, and little by little, their offensive sets have gotten better and better.
Yeah, you're right, Stan. It seemed to get a little bit better and a little bit better, and then, like you say, and then when you had the big mistake with the holding penalty down there on the 2-yard line, Stan, that was a kicker. That was brutal right there, and and the Salem couldn't overcome that penalty.
But as we talked about before, to have to go through all that to get a measurement, it's just all the momentum.
Well, the kids were all excited. First and go with the 2.
Right, all that momentum.
Yeah.
Coach Myers had to call timeout, then walk down to the actual marker and point
measure it
to get them to make a
And then they measured it, and it was a first down, but we lost all of our momentum after that. Yeah.
So, you almost think to go for it on a 4th and 2 inches or 4th and an inch rather than to go through all that. But, I mean, we did what we did. They got the call right.
Yep.
But you had to go through, in high water.
But we lost our momentum with that.
Exactly. And so the Tigers come out and then they try a pitch play. That didn't work. Got the handoff to Silas. He went in for the touchdown, but the holding penalty brought it back.
Yep.
And then we had 2 more lost plays.
Yep. So that and that kind of sums up the whole thing right there, Stan. And that's that's the first half. But like you say, the Salem Tigers will start the second half here, and they're going to get the ball, and hopefully the offense can take it down and put it in the end zone.
All right, Rick. Well, we are at halftime. It's 12-0 St. James. But let's talk a little bit about what we have seen out of Salem Tigers. All right. Hayden Ragsdale's got another year under his belt at quarterback. I'm not sure he is the finesse kind of quarterback kind of guy who can find those players out there and get that pinpoint precision pass. I don't know if he's ever going to be that. I mean, he's a tough kid, don't get me wrong, but that may not be his forte. However, I think he's done a good job for the most part, calling the game tonight, getting the handoff to the right guys. Coaching staff's doing a good job of seeing what's open, and give credit to the running back, Silas DuBois, Casey Malone. Alton may have been most of the runners. Kane Barrett has had a run or two. These guys have really done a good job of staying focused.
Yeah, you're right, Stanley. And and what we have seen a little bit in the first half here, Stan, we did see some negative plays. But we come back with positive plays.
Right.
That's and to me that's a big step for the Salem Tigers because we've seen it the last few years, Stan. And boy, when negative happened, it happened the rest of the game. But
when negative happened, it happened.
It was happening. But I got the kids, like you say, the kids should feel pretty good coming in here start the second half, Stan, only down 12-0, and had a chance, like you say, Stan, to maybe even put this at a 6-point game or a 4-point game.
And let's take another step back to the beginning of this game. St. James came out, got the kickoff, had a decent return, but not a great return. And then they started to walk down the field. And we I know fans here had to be thinking, here we go again. But then they stopped St. James short of scoring. Held the ball, kept it out, got a fumble recovery. And then, Rick, basically, the defense of the Salem Tigers took over. I mean, they really did.
They did. They stood up, and that's what that's exactly what they've got to do, and they did.
The only blemish on the defense, and I can't blame the defense. Salem Tigers offense got the ball, the fumble at the 34-yard line, and you could just see the dejection of the team as they came onto the field, and then give credit to Gleason. He made a nice run across the field to get in the end zone. But Rick, that's where they lost focus for one play, and it cost them.
And it cost them a touchdown. And like you say, but after that, like you say, I think the Salem Tigers, like you was talking about, Stan, only, after that, St. James didn't have a first down.
No.
So the defense come up and played real well, and the offense, like you say, is coming, Stan. Like you say, we just got to get some plays and get the ball in the end zone.
We are at halftime here at the Salem High School football field. St. James with a 12-0 lead. Let's really think about this game, Rick, after last year's virtual weather debacle, where I don't think either team really could get any flow going in that game because of the delay for another half hour, the delay for a half hour. We're going to play. We're not going to play. We're going to play Saturday. We're not going to play. I felt for all the kids out there. They wanted to play. But the officials, who are tied by mission rules, tied by these rules, that they see lightning, they got to stop everything.
They don't have no choice.
So when you think about that, it just throws everything into a tizzy. There's no cohesiveness on what they're trying to do. Anyway, so we saw the Tigers come out in this game, give St. James a little bit of momentum, but take it right back away. And, Rick, when you start to look at this and start to look at some of these defensive plays made by the Salem Tigers, I think Silas DuBois made a heck of a defensive breakup on that pass to about the 8-yard line. It is a heck of a play. But, sometimes we don't recognize that. We see Silas more as a running back, but his defensive play there was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, because like you say, that was, if that was just a little bit further, if Silas didn't get to that ball, Stan, that was another 6 points for the St. James Tigers.
And absolutely. And then think about the play that Silas made on Boone. Diving for that first down, Rick, he had to, if he'd have let him go, he'd have scored.
Yeah, he would have.
And if he couldn't pull him down, it was going to be a first down. He was able to hold him off just enough to get that ball turned back to the Salem Tigers. And yes, we do see that, Spurgeon's going to hit Aiden Boone as many times as he possibly can. He's a good receiver, obviously. We know that. And the Tiger defense has to be aware of that. But so far,
and they know that.
In this game, Salem has done a good job of shutting that down or limiting the damage.
Limiting the damage. That's what's exciting. I don't know if you can shut him down, but if you can limit the damage that he done, that would be a victory for the defense.
Absolutely. So it's been an interesting first half, Rick, and then we're thinking about the second half. Salem's going to get the ball. Can they generate that offensive thrust that we saw them do to get down to that 2-yard line? From the 40-yard line to the 2-yard line, from the 40-yard line of the opponent. So a 58-yard drive that got stopped short.
Stopped short, So that that tells me that the Salem Tigers can move the football stand, and that and the kids should have confidence to be able to do that. It's just when we get down to the nitty gritty, we've got to execute at the end.
All right. So yardage wise, St. James had a little bit of passing yardage, had a little bit of rushing yardage, but not when you look back at that first half, Rick, and you saw what happened to St. James in that first 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Where were they the rest of the half?
Yeah. They were on defense, basically.
They were. They were on defense. We saw. Oh my gosh, the quarterback.
Spurgeon,
yeah. He was warming up because Salem Tigers had that long drive.
Yeah.
He was actually down here throwing passes.
He had to say, we're on the field, so I've got to warm back up again.
So St. James offense, 25 yards passing, 63 yards on the ground, including 34 on one run.
Yeah.
A total of 88 yards and a half. I don't know of a coach that wouldn't take that.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Now, again, 3 first downs, so you held them to 3. You did have that fumble that Salem got.
Yep.
And then 2 penalties for 15 yards. I am really kind of wondering, okay, what is Salem going to do? Which team is going to come out here? Is it going to be that team that went from the 40-yard line to the 2?
Yeah. And I hope that, like you say, that the kids have some confidence because, hey, guys, we can move the ball on these guys. And that's what the attitude's got to come out in the second half is let's get the ball, let's move it down the field, and let's put it in the end zone.
Let's stop playing around. Let's take this game home.
Let's take this game home. That's
All right. So Salem had no passing yardage.
No.
Okay. But we did have 101 rushing yards for a total of 101 yards.
Yep.
We did have 7 first downs, 2 turnovers,
That's
2 big
turnovers.
Big
Yep.
turnovers.
Yep.
And then 4 for 30 yards in penalties.
Yeah.
So, in all honesty, for a first game, those are very good defensive stats.
Well, and to me, Stan, and like I say, and I know there's penalties and there's going to be penalties, but if you take, if you would tell Coach Myers, we're only going to have 4 penalties in this first half in our first game of the year, or Dusty you're only going to have 2 penalties in the first half. Both those coaches have to take that.
My gosh.
The kids are going to make mistakes, folks. There's no doubt about that. They're going to make mistakes. You just have to limit your mistakes.
Well, Rick, we've called games here when there's a flag every play.
Yeah.
There's no momentum, no nothing.
Nobody can do nothing.
Nobody can do anything.
Yeah.
And your penalty stats become higher than your offensive stats.
Then you're 100, 115 yards.
And there's nothing you do in high school because, and just in this game, I think they missed a couple of moving violations, which one should have been obviously either offsides. I'm pretty sure more if it was a legal procedure because the guy stood up virtually before the ball was snapped.
Yeah.
No call.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to happen too.
They're going to miss calls too.
You bet.
They are.
But when you have that momentum going, if they kind of miss a call, it kind of stings you a little. But it doesn't mean you stop.
That don't. You got to keep going. You got to play.
You just got to get right back out there.
Get up and play.
I'm thinking a very good first half. The 2 touchdowns scored, unfortunately, both went to St. James, but they have a 12-0 lead. Ricky, I really see this second half could really go a long way for the rest of the season for the Salem Tigers.
Yeah, and like you say, and Salem Tigers got to feel a little bit more comfortable in this game, Stan. You're only down 12-0. You're going to get the ball back, and we just missed an opportunity of getting on the board. Say, hey guys, we just got to play a little harder, and we can win this game.
Right. Now, we have had some cramping on the Salem side. That's going to be a little bit of an issue. Silas Dubois went off. Kane Barrett went off. I think those two are really the two main ones.
Yeah. And that, and so like you say, hopefully we can get some more fluids in those two guys, and we can have a good second half here.
We are at halftime, being brought to you by your friends at United Country Salem Realty, located right here in Salem at 729-3148, or stop by 605 South Main Street. That's Babbitt Wells, United Country Salem Realty, sponsoring our halftime show. When we do come right back, we're going to get you ready for the second half of action. Salem Tigers and St. James Tigers. And a nice crowd on opening night here. The kids are all back out there to greet the Salem Tigers. They come back from the locker room, and here they come, and we're going to get ready for that second half. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back. Salem Tigers trail St. James here at halftime, 12-0. Back in 3 minutes. It's Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate, estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
How do you measure success? In points? In wins? Or trophies? At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, in being there when you need us most. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Brian Martin in Salem.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
It's only because of our sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Town and Country Bank, one of America's best regional banks in 2025 as ranked by Newsweek. United Country Salem Realty, Hubs Tire Center, On the Spot Auto Glass, Ozark Overhead Door, Looking Glass Salon, and the Technology Junkyard. Thanks to these sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
Welcome back to the United Country Salem Realty halftime show. And it is halftime. And the Salem Tigers trail the St. James Tigers 12-0. Do want to thank Living the Dream Outdoor Properties for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Call Jenna Deason, 573-247-0521. She's a land specialist in farm, hunting, and recreational outdoor property sales. That's Jenna Deason, 573-247-0521. And if you're looking for that great tan, don't forget about Quick Tan and More, 24-hour tanning with a stand-up bed, 6 other tanning beds that you can lay down in at 405 North Main Street at Crossroads Shopping Center. Drop on by, check things out at 573-453-8024. That's 573-453-8024. Quick Tan and More, 24-hour tanning with a stand-up bed and 6 lay-down tanning beds at 405 North Main Street. That's right there at the Crossroads. Right there at the courthouse. I said Crossroads twice. I meant to say courthouse, and then when I went to say courthouse again, I said Crossroads. It's the courthouse. Right across the street.
There it is.
There we are. Okay. Sometimes the mouth says the wrong word.
See, it doesn't say what I'm reading.
It does not.
But 3 minutes back up on the clock here, Stan.
Right,
we'll
does not.
warm up and we'll be ready to go.
So what, Rick, in your opinion, Salem Tigers played a very good first half. What do you think they need to do to start out the second half?
I think I wouldn't change anything on the defense, Stan. I mean, I don't know what Coach Kraft is going to do on the St. James's side, but I wouldn't change anything on our defense. I mean, I think our defense has been aggressive. You know, like I said, they have made some plays, but you know, for the most part, Stan, I think that our defense has played real well. Now, our offense, like you say, I go back to pounding the ball. I don't trick them. I just go back and pound them a little bit here at the start of the game. Try to bring those backers up. If we can bring those backers up, then I'll let Silas go on the outside.
Okay. Sounds like you got a plan, Rick. Well, everybody's out there ahead of time. There's still 2:05 on the clock.
They're not going to let you start for 2 minutes, I guarantee you.
Yeah. They just. Well,
you can do what you want.
Wait a minute. I ain't going to say that. They're ready to go.
Well, there's Whitehead. He's going down where he needs to be. These guys are still talking to Coach Kraft. Yeah.
Well,
they're not worried about starting.
2 minutes is gone, Rick.
Yeah, I seen that.
So they're ready to get this underway. And we're ready to start our second half.
All right,
St. James
Stan,
will be kicking off.
Let's get a good run back here, Stan.
Yeah, we have a little different kicker this time.
Okay.
Go back to our
sheet.
Punter,
Okay.
Preston Hash. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we got. I told you they're going to get this 2 minutes in.
Yeah, they will one way or another, won't they? It sure looks like they're trying. Well, we'll see what happens. They're out there just jabbering away. Kickoff brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Don't forget to go by and see Willie Strader. You can at 1414 West Scenic Rose Boulevard. Farm Bureau Insurance, quality customer service and professionalism. You can't beat them. Hutch will kick it off, and it comes down in the middle of the field. Now takes the hop and picked up there by Alton May. May with a good return back to the 33-yard line. That's where he'll get taken down by 3 St. James Tigers.
Yep.
And that's where Salem Tigers offense will start out to start this third quarter.
See if we start back with the same backfield stand.
I think we might try that. And if we didn't get the offensive starters in, here they are if Ben still has them ready.
Charlie Otero, senior.
Titan Shepard, senior.
Colton Mink, sophomore.
Gavin Sapal, senior.
Jonathan Bettigrew, junior.
Sauce Boyce, junior.
Brody Ray, junior.
Everett Campbell, senior. Hayden Ragsdale, senior. Ira Barton, senior.
Max Schlover, junior.
We're all out there, and we've also on the line with Charlie Terrell, Titan Shepard, Colton Mink, Gavin Sapal, and John Bettigrew. Let's get back to play. Tigers. Sapal. Sapal. And Ragsdale tried to keep it on himself, but he going down for a 2-yard loss.
He took a shot, Stan.
Yes, he did.
Whew. You know where to go.
Going to be second down and 12. Yeah, he just, when he came out, Rick, it kind of had some promise to it, but then it did shut down in a big hurry.
Boy, it did.
Hand off to Du Bois. Du Bois gets pulled down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there. 2 St. James Tigers wrapped him up. Getting a kibosh on him first was Stephen Holt. He got in there, and I believe Michael Wilson might have been the other one that got a hand in it.
Yep.
I think that was the right guy. Had a 6 on his jersey, but didn't catch all of it. So it's third down and 12. Ball to Salem Tiger 30-yard line. Ragsdale back to throw. Looking deep. Fires the ball deep. And trying to get down there and running into the back of the St. James defender. Aiden was Silas Du Bois. Aiden Boone just prevented him from going down the field.
Yeah, he was right there step for step with him, Stan.
So they'll bring up fourth down. The Tigers will have to punt for the second time in the game. It'll be Everett Campbell back to punt. The Tigers offense came out and kind of sputtered, Rick.
Yep, his first drive they did. Defense has got to get ready.
That's true. Maybe they'll get a break here. Campbell with the kick. They come down, take a Salem Tiger bounce, and picked up by Gleason. Gleason down the sideline. Runs out of bounds at about the 47-yard line of Salem. They're going to put him out of bounds at the 49.
That's where it looked like I was switching that referee over on that side.
Salem Tigers got caught a little bit sleeping there, Ricky. They just let him, especially Kane Barrett, you got to hit the guy. As soon as he starts to reach down and touch that ball, you hit him.
You hit him, yep.
He's made a commitment for the ball. You can hit him.
Hit him then, yep. Yeah, there's no fair catch. I didn't see one.
No, there was no fair catch. And he couldn't advance it if there was.
That's right.
So the ball at the Salem Tiger 49-yard line. St. James comes back out. They're in the white jerseys with the red pants, red numbers, and that red claw mark on the helmets. Spurgeon gives that ball out to hold up the middle, big hole, right up the gut. He goes all the way down to the 32-yard line, a gain of 18 and a first down. Well, Rick, that's not what you'd hope to see, but
that was right up the. You're right, Sam. Right up the gut. It was nice. The St. James offensive line opened that hole up, Stan, and he just run right through there like there was nothing there.
First down for St. James, their first since the first quarter. Virgin hands that ball off again, and that was very dangerous. A gain of 2 as Holt somehow was able to get that away from the Salem Tiger player. That almost handed it right to the Salem player.
Did. Yeah, we was
gain
right
of
there.
2.
Yeah, we were right there.
Put that arm out, swat that ball away.
Knock that thing out of there.
Don't have to be a nice guy. Spurgeon under center. Holt stays in and probably get right back to him again. Nope, they're going to flip it outside. Trying to get
nice
to Gleason.
Job.
Nice job. Salem Tigers shot the gap. Gavin Sapaw takes them down for a 5-yard loss.
Wow.
Maybe 6. Depends on where they spot them, right?
Okay.
38-yard line, and yeah, almost a 6-yard loss.
Go
Good
6,
job.
Dan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Third down and about 15. Heck of a play.
Nice job by
Gavin.
Sapaw. Yep.
Ball at the Salem Tiger 38. They have to get to the 23 for a first down, or 22 and a half, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
I bet he'll throw.
Here we go.
Back to throw, looking across the field. He has plenty of room, fires it deep, and there's nobody there.
Nobody there.
I think he was hoping to have Boone cut across the field, but I will tell you this. Tigers were right with both of those St. James receivers.
Yeah, there was.
I think Boone was looking for a flag, but nothing was there.
Was nothing there, yeah.
Like Silas was trying to stretch that.
Stretch that again. Yeah, that's going to bother him the rest of
Oh,
the night. Anytime you got to run, that's going to.
Anytime you got to plant and drive, you just can't.
You put a little pressure on that. Yeah.
You can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But it's those cuts and stops and starts that really get you.
Yeah.
They're going for it on 4th and 16. Back to throw. Getting pressure. Going down for a loss of 5 more. Is Spurgeon. 2 Salem Tigers got in there.
Nice job.
White got in there along with Ryan Hallinar.
There we go. Staying out.
A nice sack of 5 yards, and the Salem Tigers will take over on their own 40. Good field position,
there we go.
Rick.
Yeah, the defense done it for you now. Now it's time for the offense to step up. Yeah,
8:41 to go in the third quarter. Still 12-0 St. James. That was a big stop after that nice run by Holt.
Yep. Yeah, that kind of got all nullified by the stand up on the defensive side.
Absolutely.
Nice job.
All right, let's see what they want to do here. As Sapaw goes under center. Giving it to Malone. Malone up the middle, trying to stay on his feet for 3, maybe 4 yards. I think they're going to give him 4.
Yeah.
Up to the 44-yard line. 2nd down, 6. To me, that's what they should have done at the goal line.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you was talking about. Yeah, that was what I think you're going to pound. Yeah.
And Cason's been getting, he's not getting 10, 15 yards, but he's getting 2, 3, 4 yards a pop.
He's getting 2, 3, 4 a pop. Yeah.
Would you tell Joe Harris you're not going to give him the ball? No.
If Joe wants the ball, you better give it to him. No.
Joe's going to take the ball. In motion, keeping it as Ragsdale. He's going to be in trouble. And he's going to get taken down. That option play did not work.
There's too many guys up there, Stan.
That's a loss of 3. So you got 4, now you lose 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 9. Take nothing away from Hayden Ragsdale. He is a very good athlete. It just, the Salem Tigers option is too slow to develop right at this stage.
Yep.
Right now at this stage. It's just too slow.
Yep.
You can see it's very deliberate trying to set it up, and
yeah.
you're just not going to be able to do that. 3rd and 9. They're going to blitz. And that ball off to Silas. Silas has a hole, and he can't get all of it, but he gets about 5, maybe 4, up to the 45-yard line. And Salem Tigers at this stage of the game with 7:06 to go will probably go for it here, Rick. And I will say they could kind of feel fairly comfortable as their defense has done a pretty good job. But no, I think they're going to punt now. I thought they might go for it.
We got to get a better punt than we did the last punt, Stan.
Well, White is in the punt.
Okay.
Titus White. Well, actually, now I got Campbell back in. Okay.
Is it Campbell?
Yeah, Campbell's back in. So, 4th down. And a kick. Not a bad punt. Going to come down about the 25-yard line. And Gleason gets hit and take him down, take him down. Guys. And he's down to the 22-yard line.
Nice job, guys. Don't let him loose.
Gleason with 2 touchdowns already in the game. One on a fumble recovery return of 52 yards, and the other on a run is taken down. Actually lost 4 yards after he caught the ball. So the ball back at the St. James 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Red Tigers. They lead it 12-0 with 6:21 to go in the 3rd quarter. I want to remind you that Rockin' G Western and Trading Post has all your Western apparel, boots, and decor. 3629 North Highway 19, 573-247-5000. Locally owned, Rockin' G Western and Trading Post. Handoff up the middle and trying to make his way through and kind of a little dipsy doodle work there. Look, I was number 14, I believe.
That'd be King, Stan.
Yeah, Gavin King.
Okay.
New guy in there for the fullback position. Hadn't seen him in there yet.
No, about 5, Stan?
Yeah, about 4, 4.5.
Okay.
Ochter back, and we've had Holt. Now we got King. Under center, they trying to get that ball off again. Same play, didn't work as well. This time no gain to King.
Okay.
Be 3rd down now and about 5. Maybe, no.
Pretty close.
No, they actually show him for a loss.
Kind of no gain there, huh? Yeah.
I think it's almost a loss, Rick. They moved the ball back to the 28, and the sticks at the 29.
Yeah.
Well, let's say.
We're close. Yeah.
Close enough.
We're close, yeah.
Sometimes you just never know when they're going to mark that ball.
That's exactly right. We've seen left foot, right foot.
We've seen a whole bunch of feet. Spurgeon under center. Flips that ball outside to Gleason. Gleason gets through one tackle, gets through another, and he's going to have the 1st down and more as he gets outside the 42-yard line to about the 42-yard line. They're going to spot him at the 41. And that'll be a 13-yard gain and a 1st down.
Okay.
Well, he has had a good game. I'll give Gleason a lot of credit.
Yeah.
He's got that lickety-split speed.
Well, he keeps them legs churning, Stan.
He does.
He doesn't go down very easy, I can tell you that.
4:45 to go, 3rd quarter, still 12-0. All scoring came in the 1st quarter. Back to throw. Spurgeon fires that ball out. It's going to be caught by Gleason. Down that sideline, breaks a tackle, still on his feet. He goes out of bounds near the 40-yard line of Salem. See what they finally spot him out. Right now, it looks like about a 18-yard gain to the 41. No, they're going to move him back to the 43. So 17-yard gain.
Okay.
First and 10, St. James. Ball the 43 of Salem. And that ball off up the middle, and getting a good run is their fullback for near almost 10 yards.
Is that Holt, Stan? Oh.
That's what I'm trying to see.
Okay.
He's cramping up, right?
Okay.
I don't think it's Holt.
Okay.
They've been changing their fullback here now almost every play.
Yeah.
So we're still kind of waiting on that as they try and relieve that cramping pressure. So another, what looks to be a first down for St. James. Very close. On the run by the fullback, right up the gut.
Yep. Yeah, he got about 10, didn't he? Pretty close.
Yeah, he's right at the 32
Looks like they've already given him the first down, Stan. They moved the chains.
Yes, they have, haven't they? 29, that's the Ochterbach.
Atcheburton?
Ochterbach.
Okay.
And, yeah, they're just carrying him off the field. So another first down for St. James, 10-yard gain. They now have 7 first downs, just like Salem does. And 3 of them have come on this drive.
Yep.
I hear they've had 4 in the second half, 3 on this drive. First and 10, ball to Salem Tiger, 32. 4:23 to go in the third quarter. Still 12-0 St. James. Defense needs a big stop here, Rick.
Yeah, we need to step it up here.
Spurgeon looks to throw the ball. Pressure, and he gets away from the 2 Salem Tigers.
There we go.
Finally goes down.
Flag
and a flag goes down. That may have been a face mask. I didn't see anything else, Rick. And
I didn't see anything else in there
but
either,
I couldn't see. I didn't see a face mask either, but
True.
The way the flag was thrown in was only when the quarterback was going down. And he's saying face mask. The quarterback is.
Yep.
Face mask against the Salem Tigers. That usually happens when they get in that cluster
when you get into
like that.
Yeah, when you get in there and you get to reach and stand, there you go.
A loss of 5, almost 6, but then the penalty. First penalty is second half for the Salem Tigers, but it'll be a doozy, I'm sure.
Yeah. They don't know where to mark it from, Stan.
Well, you know, they used to have the inadvertent face mask and then the intentional face mask. Remember that?
I think they've kind of done away with that, didn't they?
They have.
It's just now it's a 15, isn't it? Yeah.
I think in high school, I think it's just 15.
Just a 15. Yeah.
We'll see. But maybe.
No?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's still going. He's still going. Maybe it's 10.
Maybe it's 10. Okay.
Yeah, maybe this crew says it's 10.
Okay. Put a 10 down, Stan.
10 I'll do.
Let's go. We're going to go first and 5, Stan.
Well, first and 7.
Yeah, about,
I'm going back.
Oh,
up
Steven.
the middle, and that's going to be a first down. Stephen Holt with it, the 8-yard, make that 11-yard gain.
Okay.
Holt will check out. I will say that Coach Kraft is rotating his guys around so they stay fresh.
Yeah.
I think Holt got his arm twisted up in that.
I think he did too. Yeah.
So back in is King. In motion, they give it to King. King has room on the outside. He'll dive forward for about 4, maybe 5. It's been a very nice drive by St. James here.
True.
Getting down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down and about 6. Gain of 4. Now, St. James is in no hurry. They have a 12-0 lead, but that's only 2 possessions.
That's right.
But if they score here, Rick, it makes it a little bit tougher.
Yep.
That's why I think they're really trying to be as deliberate as they possibly can. Trying to hand that ball off to King. He'll gain a yard, maybe. Brought down by White. They'll bring up third down at 5. White grabbed him right around the ankles, just brought him straight down.
Was not going to let go.
So third and, let's call it long 4.
Okay.
We're in the third quarter, 12-0 St. James. 2 touchdowns in the first half by Mr. Gleason. Nick scored a 34-yard run and then on a 52-yard fumble recovery and run and return. King still at the fullback position. They'll hand it to him again, and Not much there.
Wasn't much.
I'll say maybe a yard. There's a cluster of Salem Tigers all around them.
If you can get a tackler out of that one,
I
Stan.
really could. I mean, there's like 5 guys in there that had a piece of them. They'll bring up 4th down and 3. He got a yard. Tell you what, King is getting some punishment. He's a junior, but not a real big guy. He's about 5'6" or so. Kind of stocky, but still.
He's going to come out, Stan.
I don't blame him.
Somebody else go in here. Going to let the play clock run down, Stan.
Yep.
Is he going to call timeout, or what's he going to do?
I'm pretty well thinking that Coach Kraft will. And he does. He burns a timeout.
Okay.
We have left in this third quarter 1 minute 32 seconds. The score, 12-0 St. James. And we'll come back in 30 seconds with more Tiger football and KSMO Media right after this.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
That timeout brought to you as a courtesy of Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. And if you would like to stop on by and see him in the Crossroads Shopping Center, he would love to see you. That's Jonas Schaefer. You can also give him a call, 573-729-5165, representing American Family Insurance.
Yeah. Well said.
Yeah.
All right, Stan, we need a defensive stand
All
right here.
Big stand.
Big
Let's see if
stand.
we can
Let's
get
go.
it. Hello.
Fumble.
Fumble.
It's just a book.
It is just a book.
Yeah, Stan, drop the book.
But it's probably a very important book.
It is. I know it is.
Flipping that back to Gleason. He's trying to turn the corner. Salem, can they bring him down? They can.
Yes, they can.
And they do for a loss of a yard. Tigers just were able to string that one out.
They strung him out, Stan.
Alton May was part of that tackling group. There's a couple other guys in there as well. I think one of them was Paxton Deason. I'll tell you what, Rick, Tiger defense, has bent, but not really broke.
No.
One play they were responsible for, a 34-yard run.
The fumble they didn't have nothing to do with on the pickup and run.
No.
But like you say, I mean, there was one thing, and like I say that one little, I wouldn't say a letdown, but like I say, it looked like it, but they come back out after they just made a stop, and then. Then the offense fumbles, and then there they go again. They're right back on the field again. So, but like you say, I mean, it's only 12-0, Stan. We got a minute 23 here to go to the third.
And a whole
fourth quarter to go. Yeah.
Now they need something spark. Big play.
We need a big play.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Big play.
We need a big play.
50, 60-yard run or just a touchdown run off scrimmage.
We need a big play.
Ragsdale gives that off up the middle to Malone. He'll pick up about 3, maybe 4.
Okay.
Depends on where they're spotting him. And we're giving him a pretty good spot out to about the 17.
You want to give him 4, Stan?
I want to give him 5.
5? Okay.
Rick, I don't think they had the sticks in the right place.
Oh.
And he wasn't taken down to the 12-yard line. He was taken down like the 15. But, hey. We're going to get the benefit.
We're going to go with it, yeah.
All right, so second down. About 5 yards to go. May in motion. Keeping it as Ragsdale on the option. A big run.
There we go, Stan.
Here goes Ragsdale to the 40. He's going to get to the 50. He's going to take it the rest of the way. All the way from the 17-yard line. There
we go.
An 83-yard touchdown run.
No flags, Stan.
No flags.
Touchdown.
Looking for it. Ragsdale on the option that time, Rick.
It worked that time. 83 yards, Stan.
83 yards.
Okay.
At the 29-second mark.
There we go, Stan. Just talking about a big play. You got it.
Is that all we have to do?
Well, why didn't they? If they did it, we could tell them earlier. We'd known that. Yeah.
So it's a 12-6
Nice job.
game. Salem will go for 2. They're not going to do extra points this year, according to Coach Myers.
Yep. Never got a ball game, Stan.
Now we have a ball game.
That's
Rick.
right. No matter what happens here on the 2-point conversion.
I bet Nate's a little winded.
I'm sure he is. Yeah.
Going for 2. Hand off to Kaysen.
Push,
Kaysen
push,
up the
guys,
middle.
push,
Push him.
push.
And did he get in? I don't believe he did.
I don't think he did either.
2-point conversion fails. So 12-6 ball game with 29 seconds left.
This third quarter.
And as Rick said, we have a ball game.
That's right. Yep. And Stan said we needed a big play, and the Salem Tigers got a big play.
We got it.
It
It was an excellent run.
Yes, it was.
By Ragsdale. We talked about the option.
I thought he was going to get cut off, Stan, but then it looks like the young man just run out of gas, and he couldn't get there.
The one difference here, Rick, is when he took it, he just ran for the hole. He did not hesitate, did not try to make a cut. He just turned and ran for the hole. And I think once he gets going, he's got some speed. I don't think St. James really realized how fast he was.
Yeah, and he got to the open side of the field, Stan. He got to the wide side of the field, and away he went.
And it looked like one of the St. James players had the angle on him. I think it was Aiden Boone. And he just, he saw a Salem Tiger with him, and he just kind of gave up.
Yeah, I thought he was going to, like you say, maybe.
Maybe not. And maybe he's got cramps too. Who knows? But I mean, he didn't try and outrace him.
He was coming, and then all at once he was not there no more. Yeah.
Well, that breaks a 4.5 game, almost 4 3/4 game shutout streak by St. James over Salem.
That's right. Yeah.
And that has to feel good.
Yeah, it has to feel good for the Salem Tigers. Now, see how the defense wants to come out after that, Stan, and get that ball back to their offense.
What an idea, Rick. Shut them down.
Shut them down. Yeah.
Well, this kickoff brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Strader, your agent. 83 run by Mr. Ragsdale. And I'll tell you what, that was a beautiful thing. And he really got those strides going. It was a beautiful thing. 729-4941. Call Willie or drop by 1414 West Scenic Earth Boulevard. Willie Strader, your local Farm Bureau Insurance, serving America Farm Bureau. They're all over the place. White's going to kick off, and it's almost like an onside kick, and St. James will have excellent field position. I'm not sure he really wanted to do that.
I think he wanted to do that, yeah.
But that's what happened. So St. James will have really good field position with 27 seconds to go.
See if Coach Kraft, Stan, wants to open it up maybe a little bit. Let's see what happens here.
Well, you still have a 6-point lead.
Mm-hmm.
You can still control if you can control the clock.
Control the clock, yeah.
Well, let's see if that's what happens.
Let's see what Coach Kraft wants to do here. I know what the Salem defense wants to do. They want to get the ball back to the offense.
That's right. Hold back, fullback, and flags went down. It's going to be a false start on St. James.
Yeah.
So a false start will make it a 1st and 15, move the ball back to inside the 45-yard line.
I think that what they got, Stan, we're just looking at it, it may have been that the center may have moved the ball.
He might have.
Like he was trying to move it, to maybe to snap it, and maybe he made a motion to shift it.
You can, but you can't deceive the other team in doing that.
Yeah. I think
they'll allow you to pick it up and shift it once you
move it.
Sit, but you can't keep doing it.
No.
1st and 15. Hold back in. He runs into it. The ball is almost loose, and somehow,
how did he get that ball back?
I do not know.
Wow.
Spurgeon fumbled that ball in the air and grabbed it himself, but a loss of 6.
Woo.
It'll bring the ball back to the 38-yard line. It'll bring up second down and about 22.
Wow, Stan. Boy, he got lucky getting that ball back. Wow.
Ball came out of his hands. It was still in right in front of him, so he's able to grab it. And that will bring an end to the third quarter. Well, another big play by the Salem Tiger defense. But they got a long way to go.
Yep.
12-6 our score at the end of three quarters with St. James on top. We'll come back in 1 minute with the fourth quarter. It's Salem Tigers football on KSMO Media.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 25%. American Family Insurance.
It's only because of our incredible sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. A couple of those sponsors include Discount Bins in Salem. Discount Bins has truckloads of new merchandise each week, and the prices drop every day until they're gone. Jet Tire and Auto, Salem's only licensed Lucas Oil Service Center. Drive in today at 800 South Park Avenue right here in Salem. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
Go Tigers. It's fourth quarter. Spurgeon goes under center. Getting that ball off the hole. Big hole for him, and now the Tigers got to get him from behind and stop him after a big gain of about 18 yards.
Wow, Stan.
It'll bring up, what's their flag down? Looks like they're talking about it. Rick, I don't see one.
I didn't see it, Stan, but I just still don't see the flag on the field.
I don't know what they're doing. They're talking to the Salem coaching staff. Maybe it's something to do with the play clock, Rick?
I guess maybe it was the play clock. I don't know. I mean, the play's going to stand, it looks like. I don't know, Stan.
Well, everybody's...
Maybe if he's seen it and he blew the whistle and the play went, I don't know. Coach Myers is the one that brought it to attention, so.
Well, they're all standing there. It is an 18-yard run, but are we going to continue play or are we just going to stop?
Yeah. Oh, something about noises in the crowd, I think. That's what they're
maybe a whistle off in the crowd?
Maybe something. Yeah, okay, I'm going to give you an 18-day standard.
18, yeah.
Okay.
Third down and 4. This is a big play for the Tigers now. Hold back in. Give it as a hold, and the Tigers can't stop him. He's going to get a first down. They had a hand on him.
Yep.
But they couldn't stop him. And he'll get the first down to about around the 41. The flag is down, though. Unsportsmanlike conduct against who? Against Coach Myers.
I don't know.
Coach Myers coming on the field. I guarantee you that's against Coach Myers.
What, he kicked him out? Oh, maybe the whistle went off again. He's trying to find out where this is coming from, and maybe that's the reason why Coach Myers is going over there. Or whatever's noisemaker is over here. He's going to try to find out what's going on and where it's at.
Well, it's unfortunate, and people, if you go to an athletic event, if they use whistles, you can't use a whistle in the crowd.
No. I mean, whatever's going, and that's like you say, that's what Coach Myers is going to put a stop to it right now.
He's getting with Clay Moody over there, and also it looks like Mr. Wills.
Okay.
I'm sure they're going to try and find out, but anyway, that's just cost Salem 15 yards.
Yeah, it did.
So you think you might be funny or something of that nature?
It's not. I mean, that's,
you can get somebody hurt. Somebody could pull up thinking the play's over, get popped.
Yeah, it's, because it's not coming from the officials on the field.
But yes.
Did he pick the foul? Did he pick
he picked the flag up, but he already called it unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, he did.
So it's already going to be incurred.
Yeah.
So the play will end at the first down at the 41-yard line, but it's going to give them 15 more yards,
So
Rick.
I'm going to give Steven 6, Stan, on the carry.
4
4 on
or
the
5.
Five
I'm sorry,
on the
5
carry.
on the carry.
Okay. Yeah, like you say, hopefully, Coach Moody and Dr. Wills gets under control over here.
They're not moving the yardsticks from there.
We think he just warned them
Maybe
again?
it could be a warning,
Okay.
but
All right.
usually when you show the penalty.
He did throw the flag. You're right.
Spurgeon under center, handing the ball off, and the Tiger flips it out. Nice play, getting it to Gleason. Gleason trying to run all over the place, gets hit, spins, and he'll pick up about 3.
Wow.
The Tigers had Spurgeon and Holt all tied up, but somehow he was able to flip that back to Gleason, who tried to use his wheels, and he picked up about 3 yards to make it 2nd and 7. That's a heck of a play.
Boy, yeah.
First, I'm very aware of Spurgeon, knowing that's not going anywhere. He still had the ball.
I've got to get rid of this thing, and he did.
Years ago, the
Yeah.
Salem Tigers used to shove the ball in the fullback's gut and pull it back out to where he could either take it or let
Pitch
the
it or
quarterback
do
take
whatever
it.
he wanted
Yes.
to do. Yeah.
Sometimes it's very confusing.
And you could not see. Yeah.
Going back, Spurgeon gets tied up, but he gets away, and he'll pick up a couple of yards. Well, again, the Tigers were in the back. Salem was in that backfield, and Rick White was back there almost shaking hands with him as he seemed like
took the snap, didn't he?
As soon as he went back, yeah.
Wow. As soon as that ball was snapped, we were there.
He got about 2.5, 3 yards to make it 3rd and 4. Woo. That's a big play.
Yeah. Now we've got to make 2 big plays here, Stan. Get the ball back.
10:15 left to go in the 4th quarter, regulation time.
Yep.
That's hard to say that.
Got to. Yep.
Boone goes wide to the right side. Haven't seen him out there for a while. They're back in a double wing formation. Going to flip it back outside, trying to turn that corner and going down for a loss.
Nice job.
Wearing number 24, and that is Jonathan Bell. But
Yeah.
that's a loss of about 4. It'll bring up 4th down and about 8.
Also 4, Stan. Is that what you're going to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Great pursuit by the Tiger defense of Salem. And bringing Bell down, he's limping out there, but he's staying in the game.
Nice play on the outside there, Stan. Wow.
Clock is running, 9.5 left to go, 4th quarter.
Big play here, Stan.
It's huge. 4th down, and I guess they called about 6. They didn't really mark it.
All right, come on.
I thought they were. So
come on, D. Get off the field here.
Hold back in, back to throw. Fires the ball across the middle, and coming down with it is that's a heck of a throw, and that should be just enough for a 1st down to the Tiger 30-yard line of Salem. That's a gain of right there 7, 8 yards. Is there a flag down, Rick? I can't see.
I can't see it if it's on this sideline.
I don't know if there's a flag down or not. I cannot see one if there is.
I cannot.
Throw is to the 30-yard line. Here's 4th down and 7. He got about
what are we doing?
Our 4th down and about 6.
Now they're going to signal 1st down.
Now they're going to say.
Okay, so we're going to give him 8 on the throw, Stan?
About 8, yeah.
Yep.
I had no idea what it looked like. They were talking about a penalty, Rick. And
well, that's what I thought of that. What are we doing here? Yeah.
So St. James at the Salem Tiger 30. Still a lot of time to go, but you got to stop them here. Spurgeon back to throw, looking. Gets away for another Tiger. Flags go down for holding, and he'll get down to about the 25-yard line. I think holding's going to be called on number 77 of St. James, as he was just wrapped up. Salem Tigers, Ethan Collier.
Yeah, he had him.
I think it was White in there, and he just basically tackled him.
Yeah.
So that'll make it 1st and 20 and move the ball back to about the 40-yard line. 8:58 on the clock in regulation time. 12-6. St. James with the lead. I'll tell you what, Salem pass rush has been pretty good.
Those guys up on that line stand are coming, ain't they?
They've
been humming. Yeah.
They have been creating havoc in that back line. Now, I don't know why they're not starting the play clocks. Everything is set. That play clock should be going.
The ball's down. Yeah.
But nothing. So I don't know why there's a hesitation there, Rick.
And I think, that, like you say,
I know it's the first game of the year.
And it should be him to make sure they start that.
Holding the backfield. In motion, Gleason. Going to pitch it? Nope, going to try and keep it himself. And coming in diving for about 2 yards is the quarterback. Spurgeon.
Yep.
But they didn't give him much.
Give him a yard, Stan?
I think that's about it. Moved him up to the 39-yard line.
Okay, I'm going to give him 1, Stan.
I guess his knee went down pretty early because he dove forward. So I'm assuming. I'm assuming the knee came down back there, and the side judge really marked him down with very short gain. Second down and still 19. Owen Jackson wide to the right side along with Gleason. I bet you they're going to throw this ball.
Well, both teams went, Stan. That's going to be interesting to see how they do this one.
Well, the offense can't move.
Yeah, and he went. Yeah, the slot receiver on the far side, Stan, moved. He went. He was already across the line of scrimmage.
We'll see what they're going to do. And, Rick, we have no clue on the insight on any of this. But, knowing the offense has to stay put, it should be a false start.
There you go. Yeah, they've got to. Yeah, if he didn't make contact, he can go back. But that guy on the offense, he cannot go. Yeah. And I think the judge from the far side stand is the one that's seen their slot receiver take off. He said, whoa, you can't call them off Salem.
He went forward.
Yeah.
And as soon as he did, Tigers were coming.
Yeah, we're moving.
So it's going to be second down at about, I'll say about 24.
24, yeah.
Clock down to 8:10, though. And even with the penalties and the missed plays, Rick, the clock still runs. Now penalties will stop the clock.
Yep.
But they still haven't started the play clock.
He's not doing anything. The referee's just standing there.
He has not started that play clock.
He's not.
He's
not putting the ball in play. Yep.
All right, Spurgeon under center. 3 receivers, trips to the right. There's more movement they didn't call. He wants to throw the ball, and he is pushing, and he goes down.
Nice job.
Jacob Ravel got him. Woo. That's a sack back to the 47-yard line. That's a loss of about 4 or 5 more. Let's see where they actually spot the ball. I'm going to say about the 47 and a half.
About a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, about a 3-yard loss.
Okay. He mentioned he signaled timeout Salem.
Well, I didn't really see anything.
Yeah, he did signal timeout Salem, but I didn't know if there was. I didn't know if there was an injury. That's what I was looking for.
Well, we always do that.
Yeah.
So while we are thinking about that, let's go ahead and take that timeout. Timeout brought to you as a courtesy of Jonas Schaefer, your local American family insurance agent. Jonah would love to sit down with you and talk to you about the types of insurance you need. Simply give him a call, 573-729-5165. 12-6 St. James, back in 30 seconds. Tiger football, KSMO Media.
The Bank of Salem was founded in 1883 on the principles of local ownership, a commitment to the people of our community, local decisions, and a conservative approach to banking. As one of the oldest locally owned banks in the Ozarks, we've had the privilege to serve generations of local families. We pride ourselves on dedication to our customers and the people of Dent County, and we take pride in being an important part of it for years to come. The Bank of Salem, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Okay, welcome back to the Salem High School football field, Bill Schuchart Stadium. 12-6, third down in a bunch. Back to throw. Spurgeon flips that ball off and trying to get to the outside is Gleason. Turns that corner, still moving, and he'll pick up quite a bit before getting knocked out of bounds at about the 26, 27-yard line. He went all the way from about the 47 to the 27.
About 20?
About 20 yards.
Okay.
It'll bring up fourth down and about 7. .46 to go. He ran out of bounds. That stops the clock in high school football.
Yep.
Tiger defense got to make a big stand here.
Yes, that's it. Yep.
Salem Tiger defense, that is. We got two Tiger teams out there.
Two Tigers. The Blue Tigers and the Red Tigers, yeah.
Let's see what Salem can do. Holt in the backfield. Double wing formation. Bag to throw. Fires it across, and it's caught by Aiden Brown, and he's got a first down and more. That's a huge play. I think Silas DuBois went for the interception and missed it. I think, Ricky, or maybe he was just, no, he went for the tackle. I'm sorry. And he was just a step behind him.
Yep. Give him about 10 on
and
the play.
Aiden Boone gets the first down. Yeah, he got 10. That play hurt.
They got to do it again, Stan.
Keep throwing it to Boone.
Yep.
I don't know why Salem doesn't double cover him. Yep. It's Boone or Gleason tonight. That's it.
That's it.
Yep. I mean, a Holt with a few runs. That's been about it. So it's 1st and 10 for St. James. Ball at the 18-yard line. Inside handoff to Gleason. Gleason breaks the tackle, trying to cut back across. Gets hammered by DuBois, but not until he gets inside the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 12. Gleason really cut back across the grain nicely, and he broke 2 tackles and then got hammered right at the 5. So another first down for St. James. They now have 12, Ricky.
12.
And they had
nine in the second half.
9 in the second half.
Yep.
Salem has none in the second half, but they did score a touchdown. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, true.
But there's still 7:22 to go. So Salem really cannot afford at this stage of the game to give up another score. So the defense is going to have to stand tall. Play clock is down to 9. Oh, they're not going to get that play off unless they call timeout.
They're making them reset it.
And for what reason?
I don't know. I just seen him reset it.
I understand that, but for
that.
what reason?
Yeah.
He was standing right there.
Yeah.
All right, 1st and goal from right around the 5-yard line. Inside handoff, and getting to the outside, trying to turn a corner and going in for the touchdown. Number 24, Jonathan Bell. A little misdirection there, Rick. We haven't seen much of that all night.
True.
5-yard run for Bell. And that comes with 6:46 to go.
Well, we need another big play, Stan.
And they'll line up to go for 2. It's back to a 12-point deficit. A lot of crowds still hanging around on this very beautiful Friday night.
True.
Thank the good Lord for this weather.
That's right.
Going for 2. Spurgeon to Gleason. Gleason dives forward. He doesn't get it. That 2-point conversion fails. So now it's an 18-6 lead for St. James. Still 6:46 to go. Yeah, I remember Salem scored 3 touchdowns in 4:34. I remember that against West Plains.
It can happen, Stan.
It can. It's just I don't know if this team is that experienced enough to be able to do that.
You're right, son. That was some very experienced teams. Yeah.
Well, that, and we had a West Plains coach that threw the ball 3 times with a lead.
Yeah, we couldn't figure that one out.
I never figured that out. I said, you gave us another chance.
They give us another chance. That's right.
And Chad Keefe went in from a yard out with no time left on the clock. No time. That's when West Plains was in the SCA, Rick.
Yeah, it was.
We're aging ourselves.
Oh, are we? Okay, we will not talk about West Plains being in the SCA. A lot of people don't know that, Stan.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, they did.
A lot of people don't know Gainesville was in the SCA.
That's right. They were in there too.
Oh, Lord. All right, short kick for St. James comes back. Salem Tigers will bring it up real quickly. It's Alton Bay carrying it like a wet balloon. Coming up the sideline. Ball still driving down, gets across the 50. And there's a flag down. There is a flag down the 33-yard line. That's usually not a good sign.
That's not, yep.
Unless somebody grabbed his face mask. But I didn't see anybody touching him at that spot.
I didn't either. Yeah, they're back there already, holding
against Salem Tigers.
Yep, going to bring it back.
So all that effort. And, and that's the hardest.
Well, that was a good run.
Oh, it was a good run.
Yeah.
All that effort. And I know the kids aren't intentionally trying to do that.
Right.
But when you get beat,
yep.
Your natural reaction is to reach out.
Yeah, you cannot.
The thing is, is it affecting the play?
Yeah. Yep. If you ain't got nothing to do with the play, don't do it.
Just put your hands behind your back.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
I know it's
hard to do. Yeah, because you're like you said, you're trying to help that guy out, try to get him down the field.
Sure. I mean, everybody says it's easier said than done. Well, it is.
It is. Yeah.
But I mean,
if you're not in the play, don't give them any reason to throw the flag on you.
And that flag went. That hold, if it was in that area, Rick, had nothing to do with all the cutting up the sideline.
Now we're
nothing.
on to us. Yeah.
So that's
Here we go.
gonna sting, but that's still okay. We're at the 25-yard line. Just get some runs.
Yeah. Let's put off a good run here.
All right, Ragsdale goes under center. Tigers need 12 to tie. Goes back to throw, and the Tigers are in some big trouble. There's no receiver out there. He finally throws the ball out of bounds. Tigers' Alton May was the lone receiver, Rick, and he fell down. And then Hayden Ragsdale's in a heap of trouble.
Whoop. Now I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to get rid of this thing.
And you just can't have one guy go out on a pattern.
No.
I don't care how good a receiver he is. You got to have 2 or 3 out there just to get their attention.
You got to move guys around. Yeah, move them away. Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know if they had some safety valves out there. I couldn't tell you that. All I know is one guy was going deep. That was Alton.
Yeah.
And he slipped down as he tried to make a turn, and then Hayden was in no man's land.
Yeah. He was in trouble.
Trouble with a capital T. It rhymes with, you know it.
Play clock still has not started after all this.
I'm serious. I really believe that this is his first game as a white hat. It has to be, Rick, because he has no idea.
Yeah,
he's got to start the play clock.
He's supposed to start the clock.
Get that thing going.
Yeah, he's supposed to start the play clock.
And not when they're coming to the line of scrimmage.
No.
All right, 2nd and 10. Tigers Ragsdale throws it out. He completes it for a gain of about 5, maybe 6. Pass completed to Max Schlomer. It is Maxton, but everybody knows him as Max.
Yeah. Going to give him about 6.
Yeah, about 6. 3rd down and 4. Good thing about that catch and small gain, though, it stopped the clock.
That's right. No, the clock's still running.
What? He went out of bounds.
Yeah. Now they stopped the clock.
Well, officials stopped the clock, but why did it start?
He was out of bounds.
All right, 3rd and 4. Back to throw Ragsdale. Throws it across the middle. Nice catch by the Salem Tigers for a 1st down. Pulling that one down for the Salem Tigers. Looks like it was Ryan Hellenar. That's a nice little pitch for about 9 yards.
9 yards.
And a 1st down out to the 43-yard line. First down of the 2nd half for the Salem Tigers. .5:35 and counting. Gonna have to get up there and go.
Gotta go.
Should have the plays called. Get out there quickly.
Gotta go.
Ragsdale back to throw. They got a blitz on. He turns the corner. He's got some running room. Oh, and then he's ran out of bounds for a loss. And that can't happen. Can't go backwards, and he lost a yard. I know he wasn't going to gain a lot, Rick, but You need to still go up the field as far as you can and try and gain a yard or two.
Turn it up and try to get positive. Yeah.
And it's probably two thoughts there: trying to save
He's
clock,
trying to clock. Yeah.
and not taken down in play.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But he lost a yard. 5:19 to go. Second down and 11. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Ragsdale fires that ball across, incomplete. Not sure who that was intended for. Possibly Max Schlomer. Looks like the closest one to it.
Yeah. Bring up third down, Stan.
Third and 11. 5:15 to go in the fourth quarter. 12-point differential with St. James on top.
Timeout, Salem.
And it looks like Salem will call a timeout to give their wounded Warriors a little chance to take a break. With that timeout brought to you as a courtesy of Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. We need to take a 30-second break, come right back, and bring you the next play of the Salem Tigers. Don't forget Jonah's number, 573-729-5165. 18-6 St. James, back at 30. It's Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Town & Country Supermarkets. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available. Then clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop in the store for your favorite items, then tell us your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan this QR code to learn more and start saving more today.
Welcome back. Salem High School football field. Crowd has thinned out a little bit after that St. James touchdown, but there's still 5:15 to go. It'll be nice if Salem can complete another big play. You guys listening?
We need
big play.
Here we go. Big play. Come on now.
Big play as Ragsdale goes under center, goes back. He is being blitzed, and he's going to go down.
Blitz.
He ran right into the blitz. He didn't even know that the St. James player was coming, but he was unguarded coming off that corner. Rowdy Cantrell with a sack, and that's going to be a hard one to come back from. Fourth down and now about 21. Depends on the spot now. You're going to spot it at the 31, so it's almost the 30, close to the 30. So that's going to make it 22 yards.
Salem's going to punt, Stan.
Yeah, they're going to have to, Rick.
Yeah,
that's just too long.
That's too, yeah.
And maybe you'll get a bobble back there.
Yeah, maybe get a fumble here.
Maybe Gleason or Boone will fumble it up.
Yeah,
snap goes back for the punt, and the flag goes down.
We backed out of our stance too quick. False start.
Cooper Shocked is back for that punt along with Gleason. They didn't put Boone back there this time. They put Cooper.
Cooper.
But Boone, I saw Boone up on the line. I thought, well, wait a minute. I thought he was back there. Because he has been returning punts along with Gleason. All right, Campbell back to punt. Whoa. High snap over his head, and that's actually White, and he'll have to fall on it at the 3-yard line. Terrible snap. And White, he was back to punt. Titus jumped as high as he could. That ball was over his head.
Way over his head.
Just tipped off his fingertips, and he did the right thing. He could do nothing but jump on it at the 3. And St. James will have the ball at the 3-yard line.
Yep.
Well,
a chance to put this one away now, huh, Stan?
Pretty much, Rick.
Yep.
Too many mistakes in this game by the Salem Tigers. 2 turnovers, ended up in the end zone. You take those away, Rick, and you got an even game.
Even game, yep.
But right now, St. James with a 1st and goal at the 4. And this could easily seal the fate. Spurgeon hands that ball off and going into the end zone for the touchdown.
At your bird, Stan.
Yeah, 29, Zane Achterberg.
That was pretty easy hold there, Stan.
It was.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to attempt an extra point here, Stan.
Snap is back. Hash's kick is up. That one looks pretty good. It is good. Well, 3 mistakes have led to, unfortunately, 19 points for St. James.
Yeah. You just, like you say, Stan, there's just, just some mistakes. And like you say, it's not, not mental mistakes. It's just physical mistakes. And it happens. But like you say, I mean, but they're, when you look back at it on this game here, Stan, those 3, like you say, for the 19 points, that's the difference in the game.
Well, a little bit more of a mass exodus now for a lot of Salem Tiger fans, but got to be pretty proud of this team. They actually have played a pretty good game. St. James has just scored 2 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes and 29 seconds to kind of put this one out of reach. But
and that
prior to that, this was a 12-6 game. It's
like I say, Salem got the big run by Ragsdale, and it looked real good for the Salem Tigers. And then we had a 4th down there that we just couldn't get off the field, Stan, and that there were just some plays that we see.
And it's first and goal at the 2. You cannot miss that.
Yeah.
Cannot. When you're struggling to score, when your offense is trying to establish what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
You just can't miss that. You just can't.
That's got to go in the end zone.
That's got to go in the end zone. But, I mean, it didn't.
That's right.
And you got to give credit to St. James. Their defense.
They held it out.
Held up.
Yep.
Ash will kick it off and tries this one deep. Last time May had a really good run back. Alton takes it up the middle again. This time he gets rolled over. Number 5, Hunter Freeman, ran him over.
Yeah.
And the return going back to about the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, 4:10 to go. Well, at this stage, Rick, I mean, you're not going to win the game.
Well, you got to go out on a positive note on this drive right here, Stan.
You want a solid drive, hopefully finish in the end zone.
That's right. Yep. That's what you're looking for here. You're not like you say. You're not looking to cover 19 points in four minutes. Just a little over 4 minutes. You're looking for one good drive right here. To go into next week.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 33. Ragsdale takes it. Get that ball off to Malone up the middle. Gain of 2. Maybe 3. I'll leave it at 2.
Yeah.
It is somewhat of a disappointment that we couldn't not make those mistakes.
Yeah.
It is a game of mistakes, and unfortunately, Salem made too many tonight.
Yeah. And St. James.
Keeping it is Ragsdale. He's still on his feet trying to reverse his field, and he's going to gain a yard or 2. Gets pushed back after moving forward, but Salem will be at Lynn next week. They'll go in with an 0-1 record. We'll be there to bring it to you on KSMO Media. Then SCA play starts.
Yeah, then we go right from there into the SCA.
Yeah.
Houston, I believe, was our first foe in the SCA.
We actually used to start out seasons at Mountain Grove, start the SCA season.
Yeah.
All right, throw the pass out for a little screen pass, but that's incomplete, intended for Du Bois. They kind of had that one set up pretty well.
They did.
But I think, in all honesty, Ragsdale had to get rid of it a little bit quicker than he wanted to.
Yeah.
Had some pressure. 2:51 to go, 4th quarter, 25-6 St. James. 2 touchdowns by Nick Gleason. 1 from Bell. And then 1 from Ochterberger. Both of those coming here late in the 4th quarter. Stab is back for the punt. It's blocked. The punt is blocked. Nice job by St. James to block that punt. And I want to tell you.
Where'd he come from, Stan?
He came right from that defensive end, Rick. Rowdy Cantrell had a sack, and he blocks this punt.
With one hand.
With one hand. And White could do nothing. So, again, St. James will have that ball to 20-yard line. Well, Rick, it's just
sometimes when it rains, it pours, doesn't it?
Well, and it's kind of a little bit right now demoralizing because they played so well.
So well.
And then here in
At the end
the
of it.
last few minutes of the fourth quarter, trying to do something and just not able to get it done.
True.
Ochterberger still trying to drive forward. He gets about 4. (25-6) St. James. They're not in any big hurry now.
We got a guy down too, Stan.
We do have a player, Salem Tiger player. Looks like he's got some cramping issues.
True.
Well, Rick, when you really look at this game, there's a lot of positives.
True.
And there's a couple negatives.
Yeah.
Fumbles and the
You just,
negatives.
you just, like you say, you just try to, come back next week, Stan, and just kind of clean the mistakes up
Sure.
a little bit. I'm not going to say that we played a bad football game. I think we played a good football game. We just have to clean up the mistakes.
Early on, missed tackles.
Yeah, we had some missed tackles.
Missed tackles. They allowed that 34-yard run.
Yep.
But then later on, just not being able to capitalize when you had the opportunity.
Yep. And when you like you say, when you had the first to go, I mean, that was a big momentum down for the Salem Tigers, but they did not give up after that, Stan.
One thing, I think the Salem Tigers in the flex, they didn't look bad. But when they had to pass, Rick, it took them out of their element.
Yep.
They were not. They did not look comfortable.
No, like you're saying, it's either, and if you can come back, like you say, if you could clean that up, maybe like you say, get 2 or 3 guys in a pattern, but let's throw short. Let's throw quick slants. Let's try something, something to get rid of the ball. So, Hayden's got a target there right quick. I mean, I don't think that we need to step back and let Hayden try to throw it 60 yards down the field.
Well, no, and here's the thing, especially late in the fourth quarter when they know you've got to throw, they're just going to pin their ears back and they're coming.
They're just going to stack the line of scrimmage and they're going to say, well, you beat me throwing the ball. I mean, I don't think you can. Yeah.
You know that if you're going to go back, you're not going to have time to set up, and especially in high school football. We've seen many times that the old little tight end slant used to work very well for Salem.
Yeah.
It's a play that I think has gotten lost in the end.
It's just a quick hitter.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But it's take one step back and the tight end just slants right through the middle.
Get out of there.
And you may not get a touchdown out of it, but you may get 10, 15 yards because they're not ready for it.
True.
And handoff up the middle for St. James. And
that was Gavin King, I think.
Yeah, that was King.
Okay.
They gain about 3 yards.
Okay.
And again, I'm going to give Coach Kraft a lot of credit for bringing guys in and out and keeping them pretty much fresh. King has played a fullback, and Ochterberg's played fullback. Holt has played a fullback. Freeman has checked in. I mean, they've had different guys coming in all the time.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, I give them a lot of credit.
Yeah. He's tried to, like you say, I mean, guys that's come out and they've come out, they're cramping and everything too, Stan. And like I say, but he's coming back with somebody fresh, and he's got the numbers to do that. That makes a big advantage to you.
We got right now we got White down, and Titus has some cramping going on.
Yep.
You feel sorry for the guys when they get these cramps because you're not the same player after. You just aren't. Your legs feel heavy.
Yeah, that's right. They do.
And. Yeah. No matter what people tell you about potassium and drinking plenty of fluids and being well hydrated, you may think you are.
Yeah.
But your body's saying you're not.
Yeah. And like you say, you can't do that overnight.
No,
that's something you've got to build you've got to do, like you say, the potassium and that sort of stuff. You can't do that the night before the game and say, I'm ready to go. You cannot do that.
That should start back in August. And you need to get on a routine
to
keep it going.
Got to keep going. Yeah.
Extra bananas in your diet, extra hydration, even electrolytes, whatever you need to keep that body well nourished. Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's not going to happen overnight.
Especially early with all that heat.
Yeah, true.
Oh, man. All right, third down. We're going to call a 3. They're back to the wishbone. They hand it off to King, and King gets through for a first down. Down to about the 6, maybe 5. That's a nice run by King right there off right tackle. Gain of about 7. He's going to mark him right at the 4. First and goal for St. James. It's 25-6. They will go to 1-0 on the year. Will they take a knee here, Rick, or will they add to their score? What do you think?
Knowing Coach Kraft, no, but I'm going to say I think they will.
You think they'll take a knee?
Yeah. But knowing Coach Kraft, but I think they will. We'll see.
Yeah, it looks like they are.
Yeah.
Spurgeon will take the knee with 1:18 left to go.
I'm not even going to count those, Stan.
Nah. With 40 seconds back on the play clock. And they just started putting the 40 seconds on the play clock. Just started. That has not been up there all day. It's always been the 25. Yeah, they'll wait until the final play here, and then they'll take a knee. And another knee, and that should pretty well put this one to bed. And that's going to pretty well do it as both teams leaving the field with still about 8 seconds left as Spurgeon took that knee to wrap things up. And we're going to be wrapping things up as well. Both teams will come out there and shake hands. Always a really nice sportsmanship gesture made in high school football. I like that. Didn't always do that. I'm sure I remember North County, Rick, we did not do that.
No, we did not. No.
And nor at Owensville one time, and things got a little bit nasty. But nonetheless, an entertaining game tonight. Unfortunately, a few mistakes came back to haunt the Salem Tigers, and St. James took advantage of it, and they win by a final score here tonight of 25-6. Salem goes to 0-1 on the season, and St. James goes to 1-0. Salem will be at Lynn next week with a good chance to even their record. And St. James are going to have to take on the Mountain View Liberty Eagles, Rick. That's going to be a treat for them.
True.
No doubt about that. So we are going to take a little break, come back, give you some highlights and stats from this game tonight. This is a non-conference game, but it could be a prelude to districts.
That is true.
And that is a very big possibility. So, again, St. James wins it 25-6. Let's take a 3-minute break and come back. It's Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard process supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Want to change a life in just 1 hour a week? Thanks to the opioid settlement funds through Healthy Dent County, the Mentoring Makes a Difference program is here, connecting caring adults with local students. 1 hour of your time can make a lasting difference. Join us today and become a mentor. Contact liberty@salemcommunitycenter.org or call 573-729-8163. Mentoring makes a difference. 1 hour, one child, one big impact.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
And we welcome you back to our post-game show here at KSMO Radio, 1340 AM, 95.7 FM, and on KSMORadio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook, and KSMO YouTube. We appreciate you all joining us on KSMO, and I hope you enjoyed the game tonight. Competitive game, very competitive game until the very end, and then obviously a few mistakes. Tigers
kind of fell apart.
Tigers, well, They played about as good a game as they can. Their defense made some big plays, had some big stands, really stopped St. James a couple of times. Unfortunately, the big stop in this other game was St. James and Salem with a 1st and goal at the 2.
Yeah.
That one really had a big impact on this game.
Yes, it did.
And then after Salem got the touchdown by Ragsdale to make a 12-6 game, it was all St. James after that. And Salem just could not get them. Even on a 3rd and 27, Rick, they were able to get 20 yards on a play, and then they were able to get 9 on the next play to get the first down. Just couldn't stop them.
We couldn't get off the field on the defensive side.
Just couldn't stop them. So, again, tip your cap to Coach Kraft and the St. James Tigers. They were able to get that done, even though I thought the Salem Tigers defense played very well.
Yeah.
The last 2 touchdowns, obviously, balls are deep in the zone.
Yeah.
How much you can do? You had a snap over the head of the punter. That was back to the 4-yard line, and the other one's a block punt and ends up at the 15. So, what are you going to do? And then we do thank Coach Kraft for just taking a knee at the end of the game.
Get this over.
Just get this game over. But 25-6, our final score tonight. Ricky, the stats that come up for the team, you see it that. Really, it's a fairly even game.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at total stats on both of these guys, Stan, it's Salem at 201, and then and you look at them at 244. So I mean, that's if you look at the yardage gain, it's pretty close.
Yeah. Now the 52-yard return is not counted as an offensive stat.
That don't count.
Yeah. So when people say, well, doesn't that count? No, that does not count. That's return yardage.
That's return.
Yeah, that's not offensive yardage.
That's right. Yeah. So if you offense for offense and defense for defense, I mean that's what we come up with, saying like you say with with a 201 to 244. So that's you know, that's hanging in there, and I mean, you know, that's respectable, and like you say, we just gotta, you know, we gotta tidy some things up, and we know we made some mistakes, and the coaches will try to correct that going into next week, and you know, the kids can just have to build off this game from right now.
And St. James has a little bit better passing game than Salem Tigers. They got better receivers, people who know how to catch the ball and know how to run the routes, and they know right where to be. And that's the key. You have to know where that guy's going to be. And, you know, you got a guy like Mr. Brown here that we talked about, or Boone, I'm sorry, Aiden Boone. He drives hard, pulls up, does a little curl to the outside, and whoever's defending him has to stop trying to recover. Well, Spurgeon knows to throw the ball. As soon as he makes that stop, you throw the ball. And the timing is extremely well done. So you know those guys have worked together. That's something the Salem Tigers do not have right now in their passing game. They just don't have that.
They don't, not yet.
No, I mean, it can get there, but you've got to do it all the time. You got to do it in games. It's not, you know, you can do it in practice all day long, but you got to do it in games and got to be successful at it. And I'm not quite sure that our receivers know how to do that.
We're just not there yet.
I'm not sure they know how to do that. Now, and I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying I don't know if they know how to do that, to really drive hard at that defender and then pull up, or curl in, or do something different to make him. He has to then readjust.
So
it makes a difference.
Yeah, it does make a difference.
So you got 244 total yards for St. James, 201 for Salem. All right, who was the leading rushers and stuff for St. James?
Let's start out with St. James, Stan, and we'll start out with Mr. Spurgeon putting the ball in the air, Stan. He ended up with he was 7 for 10, Stan, for 80 yards in the air. So in the passing game. So and their leading carrier tonight, Stan, is going to be Nicole Gleason. Stan, he had 10 carries for 65 yards. Stephen Holt, Stan, had 5 carries for 61s. Gavin King had 8 carries for 22. Burden had 3 carries for 23, and Jonathan Bell, Stan, had 5 carries for 3, and then Hunter Freeman, Stan, had to come in, and he had 1 carry for a -7. Poor guy.
Poor guy got crushed.
Yeah, that's right. So they ended up, like you say, with 164 in the rushing game and 80 in the passing game.
All right, very good. How about for the Salem Tigers, Rick?
Yeah, let's say in Salem Tigers, Stan, Hayden put the ball up 9 times, Stan. He completed 4 passes for 15 yards. So, their leading rusher tonight, Stan, is going to be Hayden. Also, again, he had 7 carries for 76 yards. Silas DuBois, Stan, had 12.
Had a very good game.
He did. 12. He had 12 carries for 67 yards. Casey Malone, Stan, had 8 carries for 26 yards. Alton May had 6 carries for 15 yards. And Kane Barrett, Stan, had 1 carry for 2 yards. So Salem ended up on the grounds tonight, Stan, with rushing at 186, and in the passing game they had 15 yards, so we ended up at 201.
Yeah, I think 2 completions for 15 yards, 2 out of 9, 2 out of 8, something like that.
Yeah.
All right, so very good. First down-wise, St. James had only 3 in that first half, got 9 more in the second. They had 12. Salem Tigers had only 1 first down in that second half, Rick. They had 7 in the first. They finished up with 8. So, I mean, not bad, but they did have the big long run in the second half as well for the touchdown. The 2 turnovers in the first half really hurt. They really hurt. And both of them, St. James scored. And then St. James had their 1 fumble on a 4th down play, and Salem was going to take over anyway. But it's still a fumble that Salem recovered. 3 penalties for Salem for 30 yards, 4 for St. James for 35. And when you look at the scoring, which we'll take a look at in a minute, 2 touchdowns in that first quarter, then nothing.
That was it.
Nothing. I mean, the Salem Tigers had that chance first to go to 2, didn't get it done. But I thought both defenses in that first quarter really played well.
They did.
I thought they did.
They did. I thought so too.
You know, the one miscue of the defense was the 34-yard run, but that came right after a fumble, and I think they really weren't ready for that.
No.
And then, so one time they were unprepared, and it cost them. And then the fumble for recovery and pickup, there ain't much you could do. Not a wise play by Hayden Ragsdale that time trying to pitch that to Du Bois. Not with 3 guys there. That's just, you just can't do that.
You didn't have a chance.
No, he never had a chance to catch the ball. Yeah. And the ball got knocked away, and of course then, Gleason, and Nick Gleason's a fast runner. You weren't going to catch him, and he picked the ball up, and he was gone. He was gone. So, you look at that, those plays had that. Let's just say the first half had been scoreless. The second half, I think, would have been very entertaining.
Yeah.
And it was entertaining for the most part until the last basically 6 minutes of the game when St. James was able to just put it away on a couple of miscues by the Salem Tigers.
Yeah.
All right. 25-6, the final score with St. James winning it. And we are going to take a 1-minute break and come back and wrap things up. It's Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center in Salem is here for all of your veterinary needs. From your house cat to a herd of cattle, Dr. Cunningham and her expert staff are here to help. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is committed to providing your animals with the highest level of care and support. Schedule an appointment today for checkups, boarding, surgery, supplies, or even 24/7 emergency services for established clients. Stop by or call in today and get the veterinary care that your pets deserve.
Thanks to our amazing sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Living the Dream Outdoor Properties of Salem, specialize in all types of outdoor properties. Rocking G Western Trading Post. Visit today for superior service and personalized attention. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
Well, Salem Tigers fall to St. James. Game got off to an auspicious start as St. James Tigers came down and really had a very, very, very good offensive drive. And then unfortunately for them, unfortunately for Salem Tigers, they fumbled on a 4th down play. Brody Ray recovered that fumble. I mean, we didn't see Brody a lot tonight after that.
No, we did.
But he did recover that fumble. And the Salem Tigers then started to move the ball. And their offense actually started to look good. But then they had a fumble by Hayden Ragsdale. St. James then took that fumble. And on the next play, a 36-yard run by Garrison, just right off a handoff, just a simple little flip on an inside wing handoff. And he darted across the field from one side to the other, but he's fast enough to do that.
Yep.
That made it 6-0, and then the point after was missed by their kicker, Preston Hash. 6-0 at that time. Salem Tigers then again got the kickoff, moved the ball, I thought very nicely, got up to the 50-yard line, and then right after a big play to get right to the 48-yard line of St. James, the Tigers tried to do a little option flip by Ragsdale, trying to get out to Silas DuBois. Silas was pretty close to him, too, so I don't think that spacing there was very good. But nonetheless, St. James was ready for it. They were able to knock the ball down, and then we had to have the fastest guy on their team pick it up, of course. Nick Leeson picked it up, went 52 yards for the touchdown. 2-point conversion failed, and it was 12-0 at that time. And it stayed that way the rest of the entire half. Now, Salem did have a chance for 1st and goal, and I know we've said it plenty of times tonight. From the 2, did not get done. But it was a nice drive, Rick, to get down there from the 40-yard line to the 2-yard line. Tigers were very just bang, 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 bang right on. Unfortunately, there was some inconsistent refereeing at that time. I don't say our yard marking or whatever you want to call it, that forced the game to come to a complete stop to measure for a 1st down, which should have been done at the request of the coach. Wasn't. And then Coach Myers had to virtually walk to the yard marker and beg the officials to measure it. After the Salem Tigers had to burn a timeout. And then they were unable to score, and that left it as a 12-0 game at halftime. In the second half, the Salem Tigers, they couldn't get the offense going too much. Meantime, St. James was able to move the ball, but they were not able to fulfill anything. So on 4th down, the Salem Tigers stood tall. And unfortunately, though, Salem Tigers could not get a lot of offense starting on their own. Down in that 3rd quarter. Now, late in the 3rd quarter, Salem Tigers had the ball at the 17-yard line. And Hayden Ragsdale, I mean to tell you, he took that snap. He turned immediately to his right, and I mean to tell you, Rick, all without losing a stride. He just took that and ran right through that hole. And then he was gone.
Yeah.
And 83-yard run for him. A nice touchdown with the Salem Tigers. 2-point conversion failed. 12-6 after 3 quarters of play. Then the Salem Tigers could not convert. In that second half, especially in that 4th quarter, a lot of 1st downs by St. James. They were coming from big deficits of yards down to get 1st downs. It was pretty amazing, and you got to tip their cap. They did a good job of doing that. But those mistakes early on really cost the Salem Tigers. Then a snap over their punter's head gave them the opportunity to score. A 5-yard run by John Bell, and then a 4-yard run by Zane Achterberg on a ball that was blocked by the against the Salem Tigers by St. James. 25-6, the final score. Salem will be at Lynn next week, Rick.
Yep.
A lot of good, some bad.
Yep.
Missed tackles, a couple fumbles, but really, all in all, the defense I thought played very well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except, getting late there, and they're getting wore out.
Yeah.
But they played really well. And I think the offense showed a few signs of doing some things right.
Yeah.
Now, just got to keep moving forward.
You're right, Stan. And you've got to build off what good things that you've done here tonight. Like you say, you can clear the mistakes and stuff up, but you got to go forward on the good stuff tonight and build off of that and to keep going.
Well, Ricky, we're going to be at Lynn next week. I hope everybody can come on out, support your Tigers. And I think that's the Bearcats. Is that not Lynn Bearcats? I believe it is. I think it is.
Wildcats or something. Yeah.
Something like that. Anyway, some Cats. We're going to go up to Cats to Lynn, Missouri. That'll be next Friday night. We hope you can be there to support your Tigers. But if you can't, we have it right here on KSMO Media. That's AM 1340, FM 95.7, and streaming with you at KSMORadio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook, and KSMO YouTube. For Ben operating all the videos, the man is amazing. Yeah. And for Kenny doing the camera work up on top, we really do appreciate it. We can't do the videos without these guys.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
if you see these guys, congratulate these guys because, like I say, they do a heck of a job of getting these games to you.
Right. Rick and I we just do our stuff.
We're just here.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, we want to thank again for without them, you're not able to view the games and see things and stream them, and we can't get them out to grandparents and uncles and aunts all over the world. It's those guys, and I want to thank them for that. In the meantime, though, we hope you have a fantastic Labor Day holiday weekend. Final score, St. James 25, Salem Tigers 6. For Rick, I'm Stan. For Ken and Benny, thanks again for joining us. We hope you have a safe, happy Labor Day holiday. And we look back seeing you next week.
You bet.
In the meantime, thanks, guys, and have yourselves a happy Labor Day weekend, and good night from the Salem High School football field.
Thank you for tuning into this broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports. Tonight's game wouldn't be possible without these incredible sponsors. Town & Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa, Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Taxmasters, Town & Country Insurance, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Joe Brand and Leah Nash, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, United Country Salem Realty, Stephen Patterson Attorney at Law, American Family Insurance, Hubs Tire Center, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Cardi, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, On the Spot Auto Glass, Ozark Overhead Door, Shelter Insurance, Jet Tire and Auto, The Technology Junkyard, Legends Automotive LLC, Salem License Bureau, Prevention Consultants of Missouri, Riverways Federal Credit Union, Discount Bins, Flyin' W Boutique, Healthy Dent County, the City of Salem, VIP Properties, Salem Farm Equipment, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Quick Tan and more, Four Rivers Community Health Center and Rocking G Western Trading Post. Thank you for watching tonight's game of Salem Tiger football, right here on KSMO Media.